for as a preseason Big East Player of the Year. I mean, as a frontline player that can make decisions with the ball, shoot it on the perimeter, make plays off the bounce, and is a great offensive rebounder. He's a tremendous force, and then they've done a great job in the transfer portal, bringing in guys like Sennon and Jackson and Hopkins and Mitchell. So they've got a wealth of experienced older guys.
What about your team? How do you feel about their progression from the beginning of the season to right now, and where they're at mentally in terms of coming into this tournament and competing at a high level?
Well, we understand who we need to be successful and play to our identity. That's been important for us. And up to this point, our success in games has come the result of our ball pressure generating turnovers, doing a great job on the offensive boards, to elevate our offense. And then, in terms of getting the basketball in the paint, scoring the ball at the rim, getting to the foul line, we've been tremendous in those areas. Those are going to be the same things that are important to our success here today.
How does doing those things well keep opponents from getting on big scoring runs? And this is the kind of game where you could see each team have a 10-0 run, but you got to nip it in the bud at 10 and not let it get to 15, 16.
Well, a big part defensively for us in dictating turning people over is transition defense. And a lot of times when you see teams go on runs, it's a result of either turnovers or not sprinting back or not blocking out. And those are areas when we focus on those every single possession, we put ourselves in a great position to be successful on that possession. So it's really keeping the main thing, the focus on the same things that have made us successful to this point are going to be the same things that are going to be important here today.
We'll come back and wrap things up with TJ Otzelberger on the Coach's Corner on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Your premier Chevy dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa State Cyclones basketball, and home to the #1 selling brand in Iowa for the past 10 years. A streak that continues with an award-winning lineup backed by dependable trucks like Silverado and SUVs like Equinox with all-day versatility. Find a dealer near you at moreiowans.drive.chevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility February 2014 to January 2025 new vehicle retail registrations in the state of Iowa.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
What you do today matters tomorrow. At Key Cooperative, everything we do is powered by purpose, supporting farmers, families, and communities. Work here means more than clocking in. It's about making a difference. From agronomy to accounting, every role helps move our communities forward. Find purpose in what you do each day. Apply now at keycoop.com/careers. Key Cooperative, careers powered by purpose.
Some things in life aren't fair. Xyway brand fungicides are a great example. They give you an unfair advantage against disease like tar spot, crown root rot, and more. Applying at plant protects corn before disease becomes a problem, leading to more efficient water uptake for stronger plants and more bushels per acre. No other corn fungicide protects against foliar diseases and increases ROI like Xyway brand fungicides. Talk to your FMC retailer to enjoy this unfair advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
Back with TJ Otzelberger. It's Iowa State and St. John's today, and Coach, your team's coming off a game where your older guys were exactly what you thought they would be. When you think about Taman Lipsey and Joshua Jefferson and Milan Momcilovic, how important is that in an event like this to have those guys be who you know they can be?
Yeah, it's extremely important. I mean, Taman's been a phenomenal leader in this program for a number of years, but he stepped up in a major way, even more here as a senior. He's scoring the ball with great consistency. He's taking care of the basketball. He's disruptive defensively, and his command and leadership's off the charts. With Joshua, he's such a matchup problem. He's so intelligent in his playmaking ability. He's been relentless on the glass and ending possessions defensively, and he's continued to demonstrate that leadership as well. And for Milan, to be shooting mid-40s from three and making over 3 a game. It's important that he continues to hunt at all times. We want him to be so aggressive. And all 3 guys have done a great job to this point in the areas that we've demanded from them to step up.
You hear coaches talk all the time about experience and how important it is. When I watch those guys play, it does feel to me like the game has slowed down for them a little bit. They don't panic when a double team comes. They trust themselves to make the right play.
Well, they work hard every day. They put a lot of extra time in on making decisions and reads and pick and roll, as well as attacking closeouts, and they take pride in making those passes. And then it benefits our team in terms of our assist to turnover, getting great shots, getting the ball in the paint. They've done a great job setting the tone, and the other guys have done a great job following their lead.
Last thing for you, Coach, how important is it to really set the tone early in this game? You're playing a program with a lot of respect nationally. How important is it for your team to come out and say, hey, we're in this fight for 40 minutes?
Well, it's important that we always throw the first punch. I think, most of the time the team that throws the first punch is going to put them in a great position to be successful, and then you've got to maintain that pressure and consistency of habit over the course of those 40 minutes. So, but you can't start it without being the aggressor first. So we got to be the aggressor defensively, dictate, turnover, not allow the ball in the paint for any reason, and then offensively get out in transition, get into the paint, play for one another.
All right, Coach, good luck with the game today. We'll look forward to catching up with you afterwards.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, John.
That wraps up the Coach's Corner with TJ Otzelberger. Back with more pregame on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Coach's Corner. Now, stay tuned for the Cyclones warm-up show. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are proud to partner with the Iowa State men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones all season long. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and the Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts across the state of Iowa.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
As the world's largest family-owned manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment, Sukup Manufacturing offers top-notch products that empower farmers to thrive. Take your agricultural game to the next level with Sukup, where innovation and reliability are always a slam dunk. Visit Sukup.com to find your dealer today.
On the Cyclones Sports Network. From Learfield, welcome to the Cyclones warm-up show. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Cyclones, John Walters.
Third ever meeting between Iowa State and St. John's. They've split the first two. Last time they met was in Hilton Coliseum in 2022, December. That was a 71-60 Cyclone victory. I'd like to refer to that as the Big Rob Energy game, as he kind of established himself as that guy that night, and that was a fun win for the Cyclones. Eric, what do you think of the matchups individually in this game today?
Yeah, I just think a matchup inside Jefferson and Buchanan in particular, against Bryce Hopkins and Ejiofor. I think a lot of big bodies, and Iowa State's ability to keep those two guys off the offensive glass in particular is going to be huge. And at the other end, can Joshua be creative enough to make them pay if they decide to double? If not, these are hard guys for Joshua to play bully ball against. I think he probably can some, but in other ways, I think he's going to have to play and be a facilitator to get the most out of the matchup for him today. And then I think Taman going against whoever's playing point, whether it's Dylan Darling, 6'1", 175-pounder transfer from Idaho State, or Ian Jackson, from North Carolina, where he was a double-figure scorer as a freshman last year, but not a true point guard. Can we make life miserable for their ball handlers? Iowa State on the season has done a great job taking care of the basketball. Cyclones with only 37 turnovers, in 4 games. They have 51 steals. So you want to talk about a positive ratio. Typically you say positive turnover margin. You have more steals than you have turn it over, man. That is a fantastic thing, and that's going to be really big today. Steals into points.
Now those are your matchups, and we're going to come back with more of the warm-up show in a couple of minutes. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
As the weather grows colder, lawn mowing season is coming to an end. Before you put your John Deere and other equipment away for winter, sign it up for a winter service special at Van Wall Equipment. Our expertly trained technicians will get your equipment tuned up, sharpened, and ready for another season. For a limited time, we're including free pickup and delivery to make it easy and convenient for you to keep your equipment running at its best. Visit vanwall.com for more information and to sign up today.
Offer ends 12/1/2025. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Tournament Club of Iowa, designed by golf legend Arnold Palmer. TCI is his only signature course in the state. TCI is a public course that offers a challenging yet enticing experience for golfers of all levels. Cap off your round with breathtaking views and a delicious meal at the TCI Bar and Grill. Come check out TCI's About Golf simulators, now open to the public. Looking for a unique setting for your wedding, party, or outing? Look no further than TCI. Visit tcofiowa.com to book your tee time today.
All right, it's time to talk about who's heating up for the Cyclones. Eric, who do you have heating up on the Cyclone roster?
You know, I was looking, they have Evan Miyakawa, Maya.com is basketball stats galore. And I was looking at the most important players in college basketball to their teams at this point in the season. Number 7, Taman Lipsey. And I know we seem to be picking him a lot, but, man, he has earned it. He has played so well in every phase of the game. And, once again, he'll be challenged today to make the right reads and be strong with the basketball against a terrific St. John's and long, at times, defense.
Great to see Taman named to the Wooden Award watch list, one of 50 players on that list. Who's Heating Up is brought to you by the Iowa Propane Education and Research Council. And Cyclone fans, stay hydrated. Drinking water is good for your health and your smiles, so skip the sugary stuff and refill at any of the water stations around the Hilton Coliseum Arena, courtesy of Delta Dental of Iowa. Back with more of the warm-up show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Delta Dental of Iowa is on a mission to improve the health and smiles of all Iowans. One of the ways we do this is by providing water bottle filling stations to Iowa schools, communities, and parks through our Foundation's Rethink Your Drink program. Delta Dental, for your smile, for your health, for your community.
Hi, it's Andrew Hoiberg from Calcium Products. Rapidly correct and maintain your soil pH with 98G pelletized limestone to protect your fertilizer investment. Applying 98G at 200 pounds per acre provides a 9.4 bushel increase on corn and a 3.1 bushel increase on soybeans. Ask your agronomist about applying 98G pelletized limestone this fall and learn more at calciumproducts.com. Go Cyclones!
There's a movement growing in agriculture that goes deep into our shared roots. At Holganics, we call it thrivability. It's not just about meeting needs, it's about restoring life to our soil. With over 800 species of microbes, Holganics is helping farmers across America grow healthier crops, increase yields, and build stronger, more profitable farms. It's about thriving farms, thriving families, thriving communities. Together, we're building a future where everyone wins. Join the thrivability revolution. Visit Holganics.com.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's about being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
We are back here at Michelob Ultra Arena, where Iowa State will take on St. John's today. And let's take a look at our keys to victory. Eric, what do you have for keys for Iowa State today?
Well, strong with the basketball. I think this is a team that's going to play physical defensively in St. John's, as Iowa State will. But, man, if you're a little bit soft with the ball, it's going to lead to turnovers. If you're strong with the basketball, that'll help you win the turnover battle, which is obviously one of the huge keys to this game. Second thing, you've got to rebound defensively, and that means 5 guys. Even if it limits you a little bit in terms of your break opportunities, so be it. You can't allow them just to pound you on the offensive glass. And the third thing, when you have fast break opportunities, can you convert in transition? So you want to push the ball and you want to finish, because half-court offense is going to be a little harder today than it has been throughout the season so far. Anything you can get by converting when you have those opportunities is going to be monumental in this game.
And we'll see if Milan Momcilovic can get going today. Man, what a difference that would make. We saw him play well last year this time of year. Play really well.
Yeah, and he's played well at times this year.
Oh, he's played great.
Yeah, I mean, no question about it. It's just a matter of, can Iowa State knock down some open threes, too, whether it's Nate Heisey, Milan, Jamarian, Taman. We have guys who can do it, but obviously everything looks a little bit better when you're knocking down trays.
That wraps up the warm-up show. We're going to return with the opening tip on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
We stand for people.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we support farm families. We're a voice on local, state, and national issues. We're also committed to making rural Iowa a better place to live and keeping Iowa farm families on the farm.
Having the right game plan is the key to success, whether you're competing on the basketball court or securing your farm's financial future. At AgriFinance Advisors, we're on your team as you make the most important financial decisions for your farm. We know finding the right financing, crop insurance, and farm property insurance can be hard at times. That's why we've made the process easier than ever. Let AgriFinance Advisors draw up a winning game plan for your farm. Apply online today at agrifinance.com. That's AGRI finance.com. Cyclone fans, the spirit of your team is now here. Iowa Distilling Company, your local award-winning distillery, proudly presents Iowa State 1858 vodka. Locally handcrafted with Cyclone passion and easily enjoyed. Iowa State 1858 vodka is truly a game changer, with a portion of the proceeds going to ISU Athletics and the We Will Collective. You support your team. Get ready to celebrate Cyclone victories. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com. As the world's largest family-owned manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment, Sukup Manufacturing offers top-notch products that empower farmers to thrive. Take your agricultural game to the next level with Sukup, where innovation and reliability are always a slam dunk. Visit Sukup.com to find your dealer today.
Delta Dental of Iowa is on a mission to improve the health and smiles of all Iowans. One of the ways we do this is by providing water bottle filling stations to Iowa schools, communities, and parks through our Foundation's Rethink Your Drink program. Delta Dental, for your smile, for your health, for your community.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Pioneer. Proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts since 1926. The Iowa Farm Bureau, supporting your food and the farm-strong families who grow it. Join our effort at iowafarmbureau.org. And by IMT Insurance. IMT Insurance, your hometown team for trusted insurance. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark for coverage you can count on. Find your plan at wellmark.com. Now let's join John Walters for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
Iowa State taking on the Red Storm of St. John's. And Eric, let's take a look at the starting lineups.
For St. John's, they will start Dylan Darling at the point. He is 6'1", 175 pounds, a redshirt junior from Spokane, Washington. Player of the Year in the Big Sky last year at Idaho State. You know, he's only made 1 of 10 from 3 so far this season, but 35% a year ago on 52 makes. So we'll see how that shooting goes. He's averaging 7 points a game, has a 14-2 assist-to-turnover ratio, a lefty. Jason Sannon is at guard. He's 6'5", 200 pounds. He is a sophomore from Fall River, Massachusetts. Played against him last year when he played for Arizona State. He averages 11.5 points and 4 rebounds. Osiah Sellers is the third guard, 6'5", 190 pounds. He's a senior from Hayward, California. Transfer from Stanford, played at USC as well. 9 points and 4 rebounds on the season for Osiah Sellers. The forward court, Bryce Hopkins. He is 6'7", 225 pounds. He is a grad student from Oak Park, Illinois. Transferred, originally started at Kentucky, then was all-conference player a couple of years ago at Providence. He averages 15.5 points and 4 rebounds. And Zuby Ejiofor, the preseason Big East Player of the Year, is at forward, 6'9", 245 pounds. Senior from Garland, Texas. Started at Kansas, played a little bit as a freshman, but he's been really good at St. John's this year. 15 points, 6.5 rebounds. And in his third season as the head coach of St. John's is Rick Pitino. For Iowa State, same starting lineup we've seen. It's Taman Lipsey at guard, 6'1", 200 pounds, a senior from Ames, averaging 19 points, 4 rebounds, over 5 assists per game, shooting 57% from the field. Kylian Toure in the backcourt, 6'3", 205 pounds. He's a freshman from Pamiers, France. He's averaging over 9 points, couple of rebounds, couple of assists per game. Joshua Jefferson is at forward, 6'9", 240 pounds, a senior from right here in Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 19 points and 8 rebounds, 4 assists per game for the multi-talented Joshua Jefferson. Milan Momcilovic is at forward. He's 6'8", 225 pounds, a junior from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, averaging 15 points and 3 rebounds, shooting 43% beyond the arc. Could really use a good stroke today from Milan. And rounding out the starting lineup, Blake Buchanan. He's 6'10", 235 pounds, a junior from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, averaging 8 points and 5.5 rebounds. And what a start he's had. Man, the difference between Blake right now and Blake in that Creighton scrimmage to open the season, just night and day. And Iowa State coached by T.J. Otzelberger, assisted by J.R. Blount, Kyle Green, Nate Schmidt, Eric Crawford, and Deontay Garrett. And our officials for today's game, somewhat unfamiliar. It's Randy McCall, Greg Evans, and Mike Littlewood.
Yeah, we've definitely had Randy McCall a few times. Yep. Not as familiar with the other two names, but we will Look forward to a good game and a well-officiated game here tonight between Iowa State and St. John's, the third meeting all time between these two schools. And the Cyclones will wear their Cardinal uniforms. They have the gold lettering and trim. And St. John's will be in its home white uniforms. They have the red and black lettering and trim. The general manager of St. John's basketball is Matt Abdelmassi. Spent some time certainly on Fred Hoiberg's staff, not only at Iowa State but also at Nebraska. And Matt is part of that St. John's contingent. And a good crowd gathering here. It's not a full house by any stretch, but in this, I think it's 12,000 seat arena, I'd say there's probably 5,000 here, and I'd say a good number of those are Iowa State fans for sure. St. John's represented as well, but feels like the Cyclones have some very solid representation for sure. A lot of Creighton fans here. We'll see them tomorrow. It'll be a good crowd tomorrow for that Iowa State-Creighton game.
That'll be the first game at this arena tomorrow.
That's correct. And, the way this tournament works is a little bit confusing. We understand that. You play the first two games, and then at the end of the last game on Tuesday night, tomorrow night, everybody will find out who they play and what time they play and all that other stuff.
And you might play in the morning.
You might. And you might not know who you play until 12 hours or 14 hours before that game. And so it's going to be a quick scout for the coaches. It's going to be a quick scout for us if Iowa State's playing on Wednesday morning. We hope they are playing on Wednesday for sure. That would mean they've had some success here. And it would be great to play Wednesday night. That's when the third place game of the championship game will be.
Yeah, this Players Era Festival, quite a mix of teams. I mean, it's just fantastic how many good teams are here. Rutgers and Notre Dame. Today, Rutgers and Tennessee. Tennessee with a big win. St. John's, Iowa State. Gonzaga, Alabama. Creighton, Baylor. Houston, Syracuse. Michigan, San Diego State. Kansas, Notre Dame. Auburn, Oregon. UNLV, and Maryland.
Iowa State 1858 brings us our opening tip. It's a handcrafted quality vodka with a portion of the proceeds going directly to Iowa State student athletes and Iowa State facilities. And it will be Blake Buchanan to jump center for Iowa State. Zuby Ejiofor will jump for St. John's. We are sitting opposite the Iowa State bench. So Iowa State will operate from left to right in front of us, as we call it, in this first half. And the ball's in the air. Buchanan controls the tip into the Cyclone backcourt to Taman Lipsy. And now Jefferson comes over to take control of the ball and brings it up against Hopkins. Off to the left wing it goes. And this is Taman Lipsy. A pass to the corner. Momcilovic a shot fake. Back out to Taman between the circles. Right side to Jefferson. And a pass thrown away by Jefferson trying to go to Buchanan.
Oh, wow. Just miscommunication. Buchanan was left unguarded. Blake didn't know it, and he broke away just as Joshua was going to hit him for an easy dunk.
So Iowa State turns it over on its first possession. Not a live ball turnover, but St. John's into the front court with its first opportunity. Dylan Darling, the point guard, defended by Torrey out high. Now comes to Ejiofor. He's got Buchanan on him. Off to Sannon. Wide open three. You can't let him have that. He knocks it down. Josan Sannon will make those just about every time if he's that open. 3-0 St. John's.
One of the highest recruits ever in Arizona State history, left after a freshman year.
3-0 St. John's leads it, and now here's Lipsy going to work on the offensive end for Iowa State. Off to Torrey. He drives and stuffs it with the right hand. Killian Torrey to the bucket, and it's 3-2.
Love the aggressiveness. Iowa State's had two great looks so far, only one shot.
Ejiofor has it for St. John's. Gets past Buchanan, bounce pass underneath, in traffic. Hopkins, reverse layup is good. Nice finish from Hopkins.
Yeah, good passing. Looked like Ejiofor might be in a little trouble. Good cut by Hopkins. Got him a little bit of space, and the veteran player with a clever finish.
5-2 St. John's. Here's Jefferson down the lane. Right-hand runner, good. 5-4 game. The Las Vegas native with his first bucket of the day. Teams trading baskets in this early going. Here is Darling. Harassed by Torrey. Off it comes to the right wing, and Hopkins. He waits for some help. Lipsy on him. Reaching in, looking for the steal. Now comes out to Sannon. He tries to drive right. Picks up his dribble. Shovels it back out high to Sellers. Down to 6 to shoot. Way out left is Darling. 4 on the shot clock. A pass to the right wing. Sellers a three, missing. And a foul on the rebound
over the top.
Over the top of the backboard.
And that's a good thing because inside rebound position that time looked like it could have been a putback.
For Ejiofor, yeah. So 5-4, St. John leads it. 17:56 to go in this opening half. Here's Lipsy. Trying to drive right against Darling. Makes him lose his balance. Backs up, fires a three, and hits it. Damon Lipsy a backup three from the right corner. And Iowa State leads it 7-5.
Just power guard play against Darling. And Darling kind of lost his balance. And, boy, great job by Taman in making him pay.
Hopkins driving. Bank shot wouldn't go. Rebound Buchanan. Outlet to Torrey. Cyclones on the run. Torrey up the right side of the floor. Defended by Hopkins. Torrey trying to lose him on the dribble. Goes cross court to Lipsy. Now it's Jefferson. Baseline extended left. Shot clock to 15 as he backs in. Hooks a pass to the right corner. Torrey back out to Momcilovic. Milan trying to create off the dribble. Dirk fade away. Right side good. Momcilovic knocked it down. 4 different Cyclones have scored and they lead it 9-5.
That's just great job. Number one, clearing that defensive boards to get another offensive possession.
Darling picks up the dribble, gets rid of it to Sannon. Cyclones up by 4. Sannon driving, running right-hander, rims in. Sannon with his second bucket, and St. John's back to within 2. Back and forth we go in the early going. 2 good teams, 16:40 remaining first half. Here's Lipsy off to Jefferson, shot fake, tried to drive it. Now a jumper from 16, misses. Battle for the rebound, Buchanan fouls Ejiofor.
Iowa State will get a couple of bodies in. The 16:32 mark, it'll be Nate Heisey and Dominicus Plata.
So Dom getting the early call off the bench. And he will check in for Buchanan. And Lipsy comes out as Heisey enters. So it is 9-7 Iowa State, 16:28 remaining in the first half. Dylan Darling walks it up, Torrey harassing him. Off to the right wing it goes. This is Sellers on a bounce pass to Ejiofor, top of the circle, defended by the freshman Dominicus Plata. Now Sannon, a fadeaway jumper, 14 feet, misses. Rebound Jefferson. Cyclones a 9-7 lead in the ball. Jefferson up the right side of the floor. Trying to drive it, cut off by Hopkins. Maintains the dribble, gets into the paint. Now shovels it out to Momcilovic, shot fake, and a drive by Milan. And he'll pick up the dribble, get rid of it to Heisey, right back to Momcilovic, left wing. Good defense from St. John's. Momcilovic backing in. Now tries to get the defender up in the air. Does, and draws a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. Sellers went flying as Momcilovic was crafty that time and drew the foul.
And not even a lefty. Still crafty.
Time out on the floor. 15:49.
Well, the other part of that was the patience of Milan and not panicking when you're in that situation. Experience really helped him there.
9-7. Cyclones lead it with 15:49 to go in the first on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list: clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, Mid-American Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Cyclone fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official sponsor of Cyclone Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Having the right game plan is the key to success, whether you're competing on the basketball court or securing your farm's financial future. At AgriFinance Advisors, we're on your team as you make the most important financial decisions for your farm. We know finding the right financing, crop insurance, and farm property insurance can be hard at times. That's why we've made the process easier than ever. Let AgriFinance Advisors draw up a winning game plan for your farm. Apply online today at agrifinance.com. That's AGRI finance.com.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 9-7, Iowa State leads it with 15:49 to go in the first half.
Make it 10-7 as Milan Momcilovic knocks down the first of 2 free throws. So these teams, Iowa State forces over almost 21 turnovers a game. St. John's 19 at the first media timeout. Just 1 turnover between the two.
Momcilovic makes both free throws. It's 11-7 Iowa State. Good to get Milan going early. Now Ejiofor, low right, double team. Played on Lipsy. Ejiofor dribbles out of it, throws it to Hopkins. Way out left, defended by Lipsy. Hopkins put it on the floor. We've got a whistle away from the basketball, a foul on Iowa State. And they're going to call it on Dominicus Plata. Second team foul on Iowa State. And entering for St. John's is Dylan Mitchell, guy Iowa State fans are familiar with. He's played 5 games against the Cyclones in his career. He's 1-4 in those 5 games, but a very talented athlete. And now a little extracurriculars is Ejiofor and Plata battling for a spot on the floor, and Randy McCall says let's clean it up. Darling will throw it in for St. John's. They trail 11-7. And it comes to Williams, and he traveled with the basketball. Cyclones force the turnover.
Good help. First turnover on St. John's.
And Williams is a guy that can be turnover prone. So that's one to keep an eye on as we go through this game. 11-7. Iowa State in front by 4. Full court pressure from St. John's, and Darling knocks it away. Couldn't save it. It's out of bounds to the Cyclones.
Yeah, pressure. They haven't shown a lot of that, but pressure in the backcourt on the spot throw in. And Iowa State maintains the possession.
On the floor for the Cyclones, it's Jefferson, Lipsy, Heisey, Plata, and Momcilovic. And Milan will throw it in. And it comes to Taman Lipsy. The Cyclones operating left to right in front of us, leading 11-7. 15:26 remaining in the first half. Lipsy had it knocked away, got it back. Needs some help, got rid of it left wing to Heisey. Nate puts it on the floor, tries to drive, cut off by Williams. Plata out to collect it on the right wing. Hands off on the come around to Momcilovic with 8 to shoot. Milan backing in and kicks it out and throws it away right off Rick Pitino's leg. And it goes over to St. John's on the Iowa State turnover. Yeah. Now Buchanan will enter.
Yeah, Iowa State, a lot around the perimeter. Milan tried to get in the paint, but once he got there, he got cut off and didn't really have anywhere to go.
Good defense by St. John's. 11-7 Cyclones. Here's Darling to the right wing with it. Defended by Lipsy. Out high it comes to Sannon. He'll put it on the floor, always hunting his shot. Shovels it off to Mitchell, the left-hander. Shovels back to Sannon for a left wing 3, and it bounces off the rim twice and misses. The rebound to Ejiofor, and he puts it back in.
Yeah, full court pressure. Iowa State's got to respond.
11-9 now. Iowa State's lead down to 2. 14:38 remaining in the first half.
Ejiofor so good on the offensive glass. Averaged 4.5 a game last year.
Buchanan trying to avoid a charge. Shovels to Momcilovic for a right corner 3, and he got it. Milan Momcilovic with 7 early points, and Iowa State leads it 14-9. And now a foul on the Cyclones. It's on Lipsy.
A little bump out there. Kind of got his foot out in the way.
And checking out is Heisey. And in for Iowa State is Dominic Nelson.
Ruben Prey, 6'11", 230-pound sophomore, into the game.
14-9, Cyclones lead it. 14:20 remaining in the first half. Sellers to throw it in.
Prey, the 6'11" guy's 4 of 8 from 3, too. So he's a guy you have to cover on the perimeter.
Was 3 of 17 from out there last year, but he's knocked him down this year. Prey hands it off to Darling. Darling on the dribble against Momcilovic. The left-hander brings it back out. This is Sellers with 12 to shoot. Off it goes to Mitchell, another lefty. He'll put it on the floor. 7 to shoot. Mitchell tried to drive. Taken away by Nelson. And Lipsey clears. Ahead to Nelson. He tries to drive. And his shot swatted out of bounds. But the Cyclones will have the ball with a 5-point lead.
Attacking the basket. I love the help on Dylan Mitchell. Iowa State played against him a couple of years at Texas. Last year he was at Cincinnati. And a guy who super athletic, but maybe not the most skilled.
Jefferson collects the inbounds pass. Spins into the paint, leaves it for Lipsey way out right. He'll fire a three. It's good. Taman Lipsey from downtown, his second three. And Iowa State leads at 17-9. Good start for Iowa State here in Vegas. Prey, backdoor cutting is Williams. He lays it in. Ian Williams with a nice cut. Ian Jackson, I should say. And it is a 17-11 game. So Jackson, the North Carolina transfer, with his first bucket, 6-point game. Jefferson crosses over, loses Mitchell, drives it, and draws a foul.
That's just taking it to the basket from the wing at the three-point line. Joshua saw a lane, and he took it into contact. Just a great job. And
Darling fouled him. It'll send Jefferson to the free throw line to shoot two.
Second team foul on St. John's.
13:20 to go, first half. Jefferson missing the first free throw, and now Momchilovic will get a rest, but he's off to a great start. Killian Torrey enters for Iowa State. And Heisey ready to replace Jefferson if he knocks down this free throw. And he does. It's an 18-11 Cyclone lead. It's now Jefferson will come out in favor of Nate Heisey. Iowa State a 7-point lead. Sellers brings it up for St. John's. Picked up by Lipsey, out high. Off to the right wing, Darling. Takes a look against Torrey. Drives it to his right. Shovels it off to Prey for a short jumper. It's good. Ruben Prey connects from 12 feet.
Good job by Darling getting into the teeth of the defense, into the paint. And nice little short jumper by Prey.
Now Buchanan down the lane, and he lost control of it, but he was fouled. And Rick Pitino says, you're bailing him out, Randy McCall. He didn't like the call, but there was a reason that Buchanan lost the ball, and he will go to the free throw line.
A lot of body contact that time, and he wasn't set. Not so much that the reach for the ball, but a lot of contact, and Josiah Sellers commits his second.
Free throw by Buchanan is good.
You say that with some surprise in your voice.
He's 3 of 10 coming into this one. But now all 5 Cyclone starters have scored. It's always great to get a lot of guys involved early in the game.
And they get Sannon back in. You know, I just have a feeling in this matchup, the athleticism going back and forth, that Dom Nelson could really play a big part in this. We'll see.
Buchanan missed the second free throw. The rebound of St. John's. They trail 19-13. Sannon goes to work. 15-foot jumper. Back iron, no. Heisey tracks down the rebound, and the Cyclones look to run. Here's Nelson driving and laying it up too hard, but it's tipped in by Torrey. Killian Torrey with the putback. That is 21-13.
Love the conversion in transition.
Cyclones by 8. 12:25 to go in this first half. Right corner, Jackson. Defended by Nelson. Here comes a double team. Jackson in trouble. Throws it away. Lipsey the steal. Cyclones on the run. Taman down the right side of the floor. Shovels it out to Heisey. Back to Taman in the right corner. Thought about the three. Didn't pull the trigger. Now Buchanan out to collect it. Buchanan, 2 dribbles. And a handoff to Heisey. Heisey double team. Picks it up, goes to Lipsey. 12 on the shot clock. Taman away out right. Off of Buchanan. Screen behind the back pass to Buchanan. 7 to shoot it. Nelson, a good cut. Makes the catch and finishes underneath on the assist from Buchanan. And Iowa State leads at 23-13. And listen to these Cyclone fans. They love it. Here's Darling. Out high against Heisey. Out to Prey. Pass to Sannon. Double clutch jumper in the lane. Banked too hard, but he drew a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. I think they got Dom Nelson, but we'll see. No, it was on Killian Torrey gets called for the foul. So we have a timeout here. 11:33 to go first half. It's 23-13, Iowa State leading on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country. Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Your premier Chevy dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa State Cyclones basketball, and home to the #1 selling brand in Iowa for the past 10 years. A streak that continues with an award-winning lineup backed by dependable trucks like Silverado and SUVs like Equinox with all-day versatility. Find a dealer near you at moreiowans.drive.chevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility February 2014 to January 2025 new vehicle retail registrations in the state of Iowa.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 11:33 to go in the half, and Iowa State up by 10, 23-13. Let's pause for 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. At the free throw line for St. John's is Josan Sanin. The transfer from Arizona State misses the first free throw, which is rare for him. So he came into this game at 11 of 12 from the line on the season. His second try is short. He missed them both. The rebound to Jefferson. So Iowa State a 10-point lead and the ball. 11:29 to go in this first half. Here's Torre up the left side. Goes to Buchanan, top of the circle, waits for Cutters. Buchanan, an excellent passer, goes to Momcilovic, down low right to Jefferson. He spins in against Mitchell, tracks a double team, hooks a pass to the opposite corner. Heisey a three, in and out. Rebound tipped out by Buchanan, and Jefferson has it.
What a great pass by Jefferson, though, for the open look.
Yeah, here's Momcilovic out to Jefferson. He'll shoot a three, missing, and a foul on the rebound. It's going to go on St. John's. That was on Leftoris. Leotopoulos, and it was the 15th foul, I believe, or fourth. That's fourth on.
But Iowa State working hard on the offensive glass.
Yeah, no doubt. And Torrey to throw it in. Tried to go to Jefferson. It was deflected away by Sen and recovered by Prey. So Torrey turns it over. 10:53 to play first half. It's Iowa State up by 10 at 23-13. Here's Darling to the right side. Idaho State transfer, shovels it out to Prey. A pass underneath to Mitchell, and a little jump hook with the left hand misses. And the rebound to Jefferson. So Sandin misses a couple free throws, and then a little jump hook by Mitchell won't go from 2 feet. Here's Momcilovic, baseline left, attracting a double team. Lean in jumper, misses, but they call him for travel anyway. So Iowa State turns it over twice in a row. Now Bateman, Lipsy, and Plata in for Iowa State.
I wasn't so sure he did that time, but it was really close to the time he was fouled, too. The St. John's coaches were working on the official, so it might have been 1 out of 2 is probably about right.
Don't get fouled up. Stay safe this season. Get electric and natural gas safety tips at MidAmericanEnergy.com. Here's Sandin out high, handing it off. And now Prey has it out between the circles. Off to the right wing it goes. This is Darling, covered up by Bateman. Darling hands off on the come around. Leopoltis trying to drive it. And a running right-hander off the glass too hard. Plata rebounds and then hits the deck, and he was fouled.
Fouled by Prey. But a good job making it a challenge.
They get Prey or Mitchell? It was Prey. You're right. You are correct. It was Prey, his first. And now Iowa State will inbound with a 10-point lead. We are midway through the first half.
With good defensive job, challenging the shot as they kind of forced the guy to drive to make something happen, and then clearing off the rebound.
And a baseball pass head by Jefferson to Lipsy. Taman driving, draws contact, nothing called. Well, yes, it was. It was called as Lipsy hit the deck. I didn't hear a whistle, but I couldn't understand how there couldn't be one with that collision.
Sannon with the body blow, and 2 shots, as that is now.
I don't think they're going to call it in the act of shooting.
Well, what was he doing? Okay. Well, 6 fouls, so next one will be bonus time.
10 minutes even to go.
St. John's is really good at defending out of baseline out of bounds plays. Let's see what Iowa State can do.
Lipsy throws it into Momcilovic, left baseline jumper short. Rebound, tipped her out and controlled by Hopkins. St. John's, which averages 99 points a game, has been held to 13 so far in this one. Out high, it is Hopkins with a pass to Prey, and he was fouled by Jefferson.
First foul on Joshua, 5th on the team.
So St. John's will inbound along the sideline. 9:44 to go first half. Cyclones up 10. Hopkins to throw it in. The Providence transfer. Played just 17 games in the last 2 seasons because of ACL injuries. Out high is Prey. He'll hand it off on the come around to Darling. Darling gets by Jefferson on the dribble. Drives a double clutch shot off the glass and in. Darling connects, and it's 23-15. And now Iowa State trying to go quickly. Lipsy spins, drives, left-hand runner wouldn't go. Tipped out on the rebound. Bateman tracks it down. Back to Taman for a 3 left wing. Missing. And the rebound controlled by Mitchell. 2 good looks for Iowa State, but they couldn't convert. They're up by 8. Sellers drives, running right-hander short. Rebound battle, won by Momcilovic. Cyclones an 8-point lead in the ball. And Jefferson will bring it up the floor for Iowa State. Off to Plata, top of the circle. Finds Lipsy, then sets the screen for him. Now Lipsy shovels it to Jefferson way out right. Joshua putting it on the floor. Into the paint he goes. Up and under. Left-hander off the glass and in.
Just skilled big man play. Taking it in, drop step.
And now 10-point lead again for Iowa State. And a 3 by Sellers is good from the left corner. Osiah Sellers with the answer. It's 25-18 Iowa State.
Sellers just 27% this year, but has been a good shooter in the past.
Jefferson on the dribble, drives it past Prey, running right-hander too hard. Rebound Plata, couldn't control, off his knee and out of bounds. It'll belong to St. John's. Cyclone lead is 7 with 8:26 to play. Now Plata and Momcilovic are going to come out. Torrey returns, and so does Buchanan. So it's Jefferson, Lipsy, Bateman, Buchanan, and Torrey on the floor for Iowa State. Cyclones by 7. Mitchell on the dribble out high, gets rid of it to Hopkins. He'll bounce it to Ejiofor, left side, double teamed, pass underneath. Mitchell back out, Darling, a wide open 3. In and out, and a foul on the rebound. It's going to go on Buchanan.
It's going to be the second on Buchanan. Just 2 guys going for the ball, and I think they just ruled too much movement out of the way by Buchanan.
Good fight for it. You know, you don't mind that foul at all if you're TJ Otzelberger. And now Eric Mulder will come in for
The
Buchanan.
only thing you mind is it's his second foul.
Correct.
But you still have to play. You know?
Exactly. And so Mulder will give him a rest. And now Darling to throw it in. Found a wide open cutter, and that was Sellers for the layup. A good baseline out of bounds play, and it's 25-20.
Great inside screen.
5-point Cyclone lead.
And then the screener's wide open.
So St. John's with the last 5 points. Now Lipsy finds Jefferson down the lane. Kick out to Bateman for a 3 left wing. Yes! Jamarion Bateman buries a 3, and Iowa State leads at 28-20.
4th made 3 for Iowa State.
How about the freshman stepping right in there with no fear? 28-20, Cyclones by 8, and a hold underneath on Mulder. So he was grabbing Ejiofor.
Yeah, and Ejiofor was really using his muscle. That'll be a 1-and-1, I believe.
I think so. And we'll get a timeout here. 7:33 to play in the first half. It is 28-20. Iowa State leading St. John's. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hear that? Those are Pioneer brand soybean and corn fields, the #1 seed brand in the U.S., ready to harvest. The combine reaps and separates row after row of innovative genetics. Soybeans fall into bins and bounce off the tin with unbeatable yields. Pioneer corn and soybean seed is the #1 brand in the U.S. This is what it sounds like to plant #1. Learn more at pioneer.com/topcrop.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
Propane is the official fuel of Iowa State tailgating, providing your family a safe and reliable heat source. Propane is also the renewable choice for your backyard barbecues, mowers, home heating, livestock heat, crop drying, and more. To learn more about propane's safety and versatility, visit iapropane.org or contact your local propane provider for all your propane needs. This message provided by the Iowa Propane Education and Research Council.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 7:33 to go in the half. 28-20 Iowa State. Ejiofor shooting a 1-and-1 for St. John's. And Iowa State dominating the boards. They are 13-7 in rebounding and have 5 offensive rebounds already. Ejiofor shooting a 1-and-1. He's a 61% free throw shooter. Front end of the way, and he got it. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team, and with the Wellmark individual and family health plan, you can choose from thousands of in-network providers. Score great coverage and find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. Second free throw coming up for Ejiofor. The lead at 7, and he got them both. 4 points for Zubia Ejiofor. It's 28-22. Full court pressure from St. John's. Lipsy trying to get it in. And it's stolen away by Hopkins, who jumped in front of Jefferson. Hopkins driving all the way in, and a running right-hander is good.
Yeah, 4 straight. And the pressure.
28-24.
Full court pressure cost Iowa State.
Cyclone lead down to 4. Here's Lipsy on the dribble out high. Jefferson over to set a screen. Lipsy driving right. Goes back to Jefferson, top of the circle. He'll try to drive it. Mitchell cuts him off. Jefferson into a double team, finds Mulder underneath, and he couldn't collect the pass. It's a turnover, and it goes over to St. John's. 7 minutes even remaining in the first half. Cyclone lead down to 4, and St. John's with the ball.
5th turnover on Iowa State.
Here's Darling out to collect it. He dumps it off on the right side to Ejiofor, puts it on the floor and drives, and a left-hand layup good by Zubia Ejiofor, and it's a 2-point game. And now it's knocked away from Torre, but recovered. Jefferson has it. 6:35 to go. The Cyclone lead down to 2 here in the first half. Jefferson hands to Lipsy. Lipsy around the top with the dribble. Screen from Jefferson. Lipsy trying to drive it. Darling contacting him, and shot rejected by Ejiofor, and then he saved it off the backboard and out of bounds. It'll belong to Iowa State. But an awkward landing there for Ejiofor, but he's okay.
Yeah. Awkward possession for Iowa State.
Yeah,
kind of lost a little bit of flow.
Yeah. A little sloppy with the ball here lately.
Yeah,
Plata enters.
Iowa State 6 turnovers.
Plata and Heisey in there. Lipsy to throw it in. Cyclone lead at 2. Lipsy comes into Torre in the right corner, defended by Darling. Torre behind the back on the dribble, drives, draws contact. He'll go to the free throw line. And Ejiofor over to help out, got called for the foul. And he's complaining about it. But Killian Torre is going to go to the free throw line.
Well, he got a little ball, but he had a lot of arm.
Torre,
but a great job by Torre, just taking his man Darling off the bounce, attacking.
What a big moment for these freshmen, Torre and Bateman. And Torre knocks in the first free throw. He's got 5 points. Wasn't the most conventional route for that free throw to go in, but it did go in, and that's what matters most. 29-26, Iowa State. Killian with 5 points, and he will shoot one more here. Good-looking freshman from France. And the second one did not get the bounce. Jefferson kept it alive, then hit the deck hard. He's hurt.
Oh.
And here comes St. John's on the run, and they're going to let him play on. And here's Sellers down low to Mitchell. Double team, kicks it out. Jackson a 3 from the corner, in and out, but a 2-hand tip dunk for Mitchell. And now they'll stop play to check on Jefferson as Mitchell stuffs it through with two hands. And it's a 1-point game, 29-28, and Jefferson hobbling will come out of the game.
Yeah, that basket kind of large part because Joshua Jefferson unable to get back on the court.
Boy, he landed on the small of his back, it appeared. He got up in the air and just kind of got undercut. So now the Cyclone lead down to 1, and Jefferson out of there. He's going back to the locker room with Vic Miller.
And Lipsey's out too.
Here's Plata. Handing off on the come around to Momcilovic. Off to Torre left side. Killian finds Momcilovic right wing. Shot fake. Another shot fake. Now bring it back out to Torre. Good defense by St. John. Shot clock to 8. Torre finds Heisey. He drives left baseline and lays it in. Nate Heisey with the shot clock winding down. Puts Iowa State up 3.
That good poise by the freshman Torre.
And now underneath, it is Sellers being fouled by Torre, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. So Killian gets his second. And Sellers will go to the line to shoot 2 for St. John's. Sellers. 31-28, 5:26 to go in the first half.
2 shots.
Sellers' first try is good.
Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And Lipsey returns to replace Killian Torre. Torre in a spot of foul trouble.
Sellers makes both free throws. He has 7 now. And it's a 1-point game again, 31-30. Heisey inbounding against pressure. And trying to get it in. Lipsey got knocked over, and then a 5-second call. And TJ Otzelberger really giving it to the official. Lipsey got decked, and nothing called.
Yeah, TJ rarely does this to an official, but man, he is on him right now.
And Kyle Green is too, and they're telling the Cyclone bench to sit down.
Yeah.
Darling to throw it in. And it comes to Ejiofor, right side. He's defended by Plata. Ejiofor puts it on the floor. Cross-court kick-out ball reversal. Hopkins has it left corner. Drives by Momcilovic. Had the shot partially blocked, but put it back up. No. Rebound out of bounds to Iowa State. So somehow the Cyclones survived that possession without losing the lead. And now with a 31-30 advantage, they'll get Buchanan back in for Plata.
And Plata competing out there.
Yep.
Iowa State, the full court pressure of St. John's has really bothered Iowa State. They've had a hard time getting it in. They've turned it over.
A lot of length on that St. John's team. Heisey to throw it in. And he goes into Nelson, who had trouble controlling, but does. And Dominic Nelson will now try to dribble it up the floor for Iowa State. Being challenged by Darling. Nelson bumped, drives it anyway, and gets knocked down. No call, but Buchanan up with it. He missed the shot, and the rebound to Mitchell. And here comes St. John's looking for the lead. Mitchell driving, shovels it out to Hopkins on the left wing. Now to Ejiofor. Bounces back to Hopkins for the layup, and St. John's is in front, 32-31.
Timeout called by TJ. And TJ want to have a word with a couple of the officials.
Yeah, he's still upset that Lipsey got knocked down and nothing was called. Hopkins got that layup. And with 4:50 to go in the first, it is 32-31 in favor of St. John's. And we're going to make this a full, I believe. No, they're not? Okay, I saw them get the chairs, so I thought that.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Okay, we'll keep it here. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and Coaches vs. Cancer. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping to raise cancer awareness across the state.
And TJ talking to all 3 officials, Randy McCall, Greg Evans, and Mike Littlewood, and man, he normally does not do that. And with a brace on,
which he'll take off.
A back wrap. Joshua Jefferson checks back in. The one that started it all, the number 1 seed, to beat the one for you. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. That was just great in pass, the give and go between Ejiofor and Hopkins. Those 2 guys, really good passers, kind of like Buchanan and Jefferson for Iowa State.
Heisey trying to inbound against this full court pressure. Gets it into Nelson. It has been intense full court pressure from St. John's. 32-31. The Red Storm leading with 4:43 remaining in the first half. Lipsy driving right, running right-hander off the glass too hard. Tipped out on the rebound. Darling tracks it down, and he looks to run to the trailer Ejiofor down the lane. Layup wouldn't go, but a foul on Taman Lipsy. No, it's on Heisey.
Yeah, and 2 shots.
Better Heisey than Lipsy picking up a second. As Nate did reach in there, try to knock it free. Both of them did, but the foul was on Nate. Free throws coming for Ejiofor.
Iowa State has cooled off here. And the pressure of St. John's right now is bothering Iowa State more than Iowa State's pressure is bothering the Red Storm.
Ejiofor made the first free throw.
Oh, the Iowa Farm Bureau celebrating generations of Iowans who rise with purpose, lead with heart, and inspire us all to be farm strong.
One more free throw coming for the Kansas transfer, Zuby Ejiofor. Short, but the rebound to Hopkins. Hopkins shovels it back underneath to Mitchell, cross court. This is Jackson behind the back, a 3-point jumper on the way, good. It's a 4-point possession for St. John's on the Jackson 3, and now they lead it 36-31. A big run for the Red Storm, and now Lipsy being manhandled, nothing called, lean-in shot, no good. The rebound to Ejiofor, and a technical foul called or not?
Goaltend.
They called a goaltend on the Lipsy shot?
That shot wasn't going to hit the rim.
No.
That's review. I don't know if that's reviewable at this point of the game. But he was fouled on the way.
No doubt about that part.
Come on.
No doubt about that part. And Rick Pitino's going to ask for a challenge. And I think he'll probably win it.
Yeah.
But, how about a challenge on Lipsy getting mugged as he's trying to dribble the ball?
Well, and even
2-3 times he got hit.
That's one. That ball might have hit the rim, and all it has to do is maybe hit the rim.
Right.
Theoretically,
you can't just go grab it out of the air if it's on its way to the rim. Now,
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was going to get there either. But we'll see if they overturn it. On the floor, they called it a goaltend.
Tell you what, it's been a strange crew.
Timeout on the floor, so we're going to take it with them. I think they took the media timeout here.
Yes.
So we'll take it, and we'll see what this review turns up. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, Cyclone Nation. Coach Otzelberger here. If you want to win, you need to have winning habits every single day. It's a commitment to being greater than you were last week, last month, and last year. Greater Iowa Credit Union is committed to helping you get there. That's why they build their loans and accounts to fit your needs. Greater Iowa also contributes hundreds of thousands of dollars to dozens of organizations throughout Iowa because they believe we can all win if we work together. Find out more at one of their 9 branches or at gicu.org.
Federally insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
What if your daily work could impact your entire community? At Key Cooperative, we work side by side with people we know in towns we care about, helping farms, families, and businesses succeed. When you join Key, you're not just taking a job, you're choosing a career powered by purpose. Make every day matter. Apply today at keycoop.com/careers. Key Cooperative, where showing up means making a difference.
Back to the well-marked Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. They did wipe out the goaltend, so it remains 36-31 St. John's, and they are on a 16-3 run to lead it now by 5.
And Iowa State's ball handling has not been real sharp. The press has really bothered. You mentioned the length of St. John's.
7 turnovers for Iowa State, and points off turnovers 9-5.
And only 3 turnovers on St. John's.
Darling dribbles it across. 4 minutes to go in the first half. 36-31 St. John's. zone from Iowa State. Out of the timeout. Jackson to the right wing with it. Bounce pass, low right to Mitchell, back out to Jackson. Over to the left wing, Darling. And down to 7 to shoot it. Darling picks up the dribble, needs some help. Now he has to launch a long three. It's short and out of bounds to Iowa State. As Heisey went out to challenge it, it's an air ball, and the Cyclones get it. They play zone, and it works.
Yeah, and I assume it may just be one possession. Just give them a different look out of the timeout.
Jefferson really hobbling. He's out there, but he's not moving well. Here's Lipsy driving all the way down the lane. Right-hand scoop, routed in. Taman Lipsy with 8. And that's a big bucket there, 36-33. They beat the press that time and made him pay for it. Now Ejiofor underneath to Mitchell, and he dunked it with 2 hands. Got loose along the baseline.
Well, Ejiofor, another really good pass. That's his 3rd assist of the game.
Nelson attacking.
4th assist.
38-33. St. John's by 5 with 3:15 to go in the first half. Lipsy on the dribble out high for Iowa State. Got a Jefferson screen. Up it goes to Nelson way out right. He'll give it back to Lipsy, now to Heisey left side. He'll put it on the floor. Darling fouled him. And that'll send Heisey to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Second foul on Darling.
So Darling and Sellers with 2 each for St. John's, Buchanan and Torrey, 2 each for Iowa State. 1-and-1 coming for Nate Heisey.
Darling checks out, and they bring Sannon back in.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Heisey with 3 points off the bench. Now Momcilovic returns for Nelson. Cyclones down 4. And 1 free throw coming for Nate Heisey.
Yeah, it'd be great to get Milan rolling again. It's 7 early.
Heisey's second try right through. He made them both. So a couple big free throws for Nate Heisey. And now it's 38-35.
Oh, it was 2 possessions of zone. Now back to man-to-man.
Hopkins bounces it to Ejiofor left side. Here comes a double team. He gets rid of it cross court. Jackson, an open 3 right wing. In and out. But the rebound to Hopkins. Back up in a crowd. No, but he did draw a foul, and I think it's Buchanan's 3rd.
Yep. But another offensive rebound.
So Blake Buchanan gets his 3rd personal. And these 2 guys are a load inside, Sellers and Ejiofor. And Hopkins and Ejiofor. And it'll be Hopkins at the free throw line here, shooting 2 for St. John's with the lead at 3.
Another guy who has struggled at the line this season.
And he rattles in the first.
Now played it, replacing Buchanan. Yeah, Dylan Mitchell is giving him a little bit of lift. I mean, it's again, one thing he can do is offensive rebound and dunk.
Second free throw is good by Hopkins. He made them both. Has 8 points now. And it's 40-35 St. John's. Here's Lipsy into the front court, defended by Jackson. Lipsy spins on the dribble, right at the baseline, gets it back out. Momcilovic to Jefferson. Joshua on the dribble, hands it off to Heisey, left wing, 12 to shoot. Now Plata to Momcilovic, a right wing, 3 on the way by Milan. Yes! Count it for Milan Momcilovic, his 2nd 3 of the game. And it's 40-38.
Great shot fake by Milan, get a little clear space.
And the Cyclone fans come to life as Iowa State climbs within 2. Momcilovic now at 10. Here's Mitchell underneath, kicking it out. Hopkins an open 3. Off the iron, no good. Mitchell missed the tip. Rebound to Heisey. Cyclones looking to run. Jefferson driving, gets bumped by Hopkins out high, and a foul called on Hopkins.
That'll be 1-and-1 for Joshua, team foul number 9.
And a chance to tie it. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. So it's 1-and-1 for Jefferson with the Cyclones down 2. And 1:58 to play in the half. Front end by Joshua, misses, and the rebound to Hopkins. St. John's a 2-point lead in the ball. Hopkins out to collect it way out left. Hands it off to Sannon. He's got Momcilovic on him. Sannon loses him in a screen, drives, and a little running left-hander, misses. And the rebound of Momcilovic. Outlet comes to Heisey. Cyclones another chance to tie or take the lead. Momcilovic stops, thought about it, goes to Lipsy way out right. 1:28 remaining in the half. Cyclones down 2. Lipsy out high on the dribble. Defended by Hopkins. Bounce pass goes to Jefferson to the right elbow. Kick out cross court. Heisey a 3. Back iron no. Rebound kept alive by Plata, but a foul called on Iowa State. It's
on Lipsy.
Yeah, that's his second.
Yeah, and it's double bonus. Oh boy, Iowa State misses the front end of a 1-and-1, and then after getting a stop, commits a foul on a loose ball.
And it's Sannon, the last guy you want to foul too, even though he has missed 2 free throws in this game. He will go to the line here. And he knocks down the first. (41-38). 1:15 to play in the half, and one more coming for Sannon. TJ Otzelberger still in the ear of that official. Just a calm conversation now, but the second free throw is good by Sannon. And it's 42-38 St. John's. 1:11 to go in the half. See if the Cyclones can close this half strong. Lipsy on the dribble out high. Hooks a pass to Plata. Spins into the paint. Kicks it out. Momcilovic fires a 3 left side. Yes! Milan Momcilovic with 13 first half points. And it's 42-41.
Great job by Plata being aggressive, the freshman.
Now Hopkins off to Mitchell, left side. Picks up his dribble, gets rid of it to Sannon. Cyclones pick up the ball pressure. We're down to 40 seconds remaining in the half, and a foul out high. As Hopkins started his move, Heisey fouls him his second. So that's 4 different Cyclones with at least 2 fouls, and Buchanan has 3.
A little hip check there from Ejiofor. Just hung Nate Heisey up enough.
42-41 St. John's. Hopkins shooting 2 free throws.
Nate got called for the foul. Boy, they've rolled in a few here today.
And he knocks down the first. He has 9 points.
They're not a great free throw shooting team.
43-41 St. John's. 38 seconds remaining in the half. One more free throw for Hopkins. He made them both. 10 now for Hopkins. And it's 44-41 St. John's. Full court pressure. They get it into Jefferson. And that takes care of the press as he'll bring it up the floor himself. Jefferson hands it off to Lipsy.
About 8 or 9 second differential shot clock, game clock.
Cyclones down 3. Lipsy yo-yoing the dribble out near half court. Defended by Jackson. We're down to 9 to shoot. Got to get something going here. Lipsy trying to drive it, gets bumped. A foul called. Over helping was Mitchell, and he committed the foul. It'll send Lipsy to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, 10th foul, so Iowa State gets in that double bonus.
Boy, Lipsy has been involved in several collisions in this first half.
Were you expecting something different?
Right. 2 shots for Taman. Knocks down the first. 8 points, or 9 now for Taman Lipsy. And it's 44-42. Leopoltis returns for St. John's, and he'll replace Hopkins. And Iowa State's trying to get Nelson and Bateman in there. At least one of them until Lipsy shoots this free throw.
Yeah, Heisey with 2 fouls. You don't want him picking up a third. And they're going to want to get Lipsy out if he makes this free throw.
Which he does. 10 now for Taman Lipsy. And he'll come out. And Iowa State to within 1 at 44-43.
In good position here.
Oh. All right. Shot clock turned off. 15 seconds remaining in the first half. St. John's up 1 and with the ball. Mitchell out high with the dribble with 8 to shoot. Trying to drive on Jefferson. Kicks it out. Jackson a 3. Left corner. No. But the rebound edge of 4, and he's fouled by Plata.
You know what? I don't know what you do in that situation.
That was hard for me to see what initiated the collision. And it's going to be Ejiofor scraping himself up and going to the free throw line.
I mean, right, it was hard to see, but it looked like 2 guys going up for the rebound. Plata fell down, and Ejiofor kind of halfway landed on him. It's like hard to get That's a tough foul call when you get knocked to the floor, or could go to the floor, not necessarily fouled or anything. And then you get called for the foul.
Second on play and with 2.6 seconds to go in this first half. Ejiofor shooting free throws. And the first is short.
Oh. I'm surprised they don't have Dylan Mitchell there to try to tip it in. He's at midcourt.
One more for Ejiofor. And he got it, so he made one of two. And now with 2 seconds left, and it comes to Momcilovic. He'll let it fly at the buzzer, and he banked it no good. Had a pretty good look at it. A running three by Milan, who had a big first half with 13 points. But a good first half. St. John's leads it 45-43 at the break. And we will come back with the halftime show after these messages. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's about being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
As the world's largest family-owned manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment, Sukup Manufacturing offers top-notch products that empower farmers to thrive. Take your agricultural game to the next level with Sukup, where innovation and reliability are always a slam dunk. Visit Sukup.com to find your dealer today.
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn-Cyhawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn-Cyhawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
There's a movement growing in agriculture that goes deep into our shared roots. At Holganics, we call it thrivability. It's not just about meeting needs, it's about restoring life to our soil. With over 800 species of microbes, Holganics is helping farmers across America grow healthier crops, increase yields, and build stronger, more profitable farms. It's about thriving farms, thriving families, thriving communities. Together, we're building a future where everyone wins. Join the thrivability revolution. Visit Holganics.com.
On the Cyclone Sports Network. From Learfield, this has been the well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half. You're listening to the Holganics Halftime Show. Join the Thrivability Revolution. Visit Holganics.com. Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Here's John Walters.
Welcome to the Holganics Halftime Show. Tight one here at Michelob Ultra Arena. 45-43 lead at the half for St. John's. Iowa State led by as many as 10. But St. John's put together a nice 16-3 run to take the lead and then held it till the end.
Yeah, and points in the paint and second chance points really critical in that stretch where St. John's was having that big run, and defensively St. John's was terrific. They forced 7 Iowa State turnovers and only turned it over 3 times. And that's not a matchup you thought would lead to an Iowa State being even within a couple of points at halftime.
Yeah,
so they're going to have to turn that around.
Yep. So it is a 2-point advantage for St. John's at halftime. Every great season starts with a strong foundation. For farmers, that foundation is healthy soil. At Holganics, we're restoring life to the soil with over 800 species of microbes, helping grow stronger crops, more profitable farms, and healthier communities. Holganics, the future of farming, starts here. Learn more at Holganics.com. Cyclones down 2 at the break. Back with more of the Holganics Halftime Show. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Spot less. Introducing the cleanup for tar spot, gray leaf spot, southern rust, and more. Novel next generation Adastriode fungicide broadens your spectrum and strengthens your residual when it comes to foliar disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or at adastriode.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
As the weather grows colder, lawn mowing season is coming to an end. Before you put your John Deere and other equipment away for winter, sign it up for a winter service special at Van Wall Equipment. Our expertly trained technicians will get your equipment tuned up, sharpened, and ready for another season. For a limited time, we're including free pickup and delivery to make it easy and convenient for you to keep your equipment running at its best. Visit vanwall.com for more information and to sign up today.
Offer ends 12/1/2025. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Just like in the big game, life can throw unexpected challenges your way at any time. That's why it's crucial to have a local and reliable insurance agent coach who's ready to step in at any time. When life calls an unexpected play, your local independent insurance agents backed by IMT Insurance have your back. With them on your team, you'll have the coverage, service, and peace of mind to tackle whatever comes your way. Because when the unexpected happens, you deserve to have the best defense on your side. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Iowa State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Iowa State trailing St. John's at halftime here as we are in Las Vegas in the Players Era Festival. St. John's number 14 in the country, Iowa State number 15. Just a 2-point lead for the Red Storm. Also in the Players Era Festival, Tennessee, the opening game, actually in a different arena, defeated Rutgers 85-60. And another game just about ready to finish up. It's Kansas and Notre Dame. Kansas, as a matter of fact, now has defeated Notre Dame 71-61 earlier today. Creighton, a loser to Baylor, 81-74. Iowa State will face face Creighton tomorrow. A Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team, and with a Wellmark individual and family health plan, you can choose from thousands of in-network providers. Score great coverage and find the right plan for you at wellmark.com/covered. And Iowa State trailing St. John's at the break, 45-43. Back with more of the Holganics halftime show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyotathon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyotathon, Toyota.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello, Cyclone Nation. Coach Otzelberger here. If you want to win, you need to have winning habits every single day. It's a commitment to being greater than you were last week, last month, and last year. Greater Iowa Credit Union is committed to helping you get there. That's why they build their loans and accounts to fit your needs. Greater Iowa also contributes hundreds of thousands of dollars to dozens of organizations throughout Iowa because they believe we can all win if we work together. Find out more at one of their 9 branches or at gicu.org.
Federally insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Iowa State trailing St. John's at halftime here in Las Vegas. It's 45-43 Red Storm in the first half stats. Iowa State shooting 48% from the field, 14 of 29, made 6 of 11 threes, for 54%, 9 of 13 at the free throw line. That includes a miss on the front end of a 1-and-1, but for St. John's, 45%, 15 of 33, 3 of 11 beyond the arc, and 12 of 16 at the charity stripe. Iowa State and St. John's all even in rebounding, 19 apiece, but second chance points favoring St. John's 12-6. St. John's turned it over only 3 times. Iowa State had 7. And so points off turnovers, Iowa State at a disadvantage there, 9-5. Individual scoring for the Cyclones, 13 points for Milan Momcilovic, 10 for Taman Lipsy, 5 for Joshua Jefferson, 5 for Killian Torrey, 3 for Nate Heisey, 3 for Jamarian Bateman, 2 for Dominic Nelson, and 1 for Blake Buchanan. Bryce Hopkins, 10 points and 5 rebounds for St. John's, and Zubi Ejiofor, preseason Big East Player of the Year. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists and a block shot. He was terrific in that first half. 7 each for Jason Sannon and Oziah Sellers. Let's check our first half points in the paint. Brought to you by the Mid-States Company. And that's an area Iowa State trailing in 24-14. And that is our points in the paint from Mid-States Companies. And normally, we're usually courtside, and we'll have our Hy-Vee halftime interview. It would have been with Kyle Green, but because we're up above, kind of like what happened in Sioux Falls, we won't be able to bring, but we do thank Hy-Vee for sponsoring our Hy-Vee halftime interview every game. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Cyclones. 45-43. St. John's leading Iowa State, and you've been listening to the Holganics Halftime Report. We'll be back with second half action on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
There's a movement growing in agriculture that goes deep into our shared roots. At Holganics, we call it thrivability. It's not just about meeting needs, it's about restoring life to our soil. With over 800 species of microbes, Holganics is helping farmers across America grow healthier crops, increase yields, and build stronger, more profitable farms. It's about thriving farms, thriving families, thriving communities. Together, we're building a future where everyone wins. Join the thrivability revolution. Visit Holganics.com.
Based in Nevada, Iowa, Mid-States Companies is your all-in-one partner. As a design-build general contractor with in-house engineering, manufacturing, and crane services, Mid-States has been delivering results from coast to coast for over 20 years. With a vertically integrated approach, Mid-States' team of experts provide industry-leading solutions serving grain, feed, ethanol, industrial, and commercial clients. Don't just build a project, get results with Mid-States. Visit midstatescompanies.com. Mid-States Companies, delivering results together.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We are the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy Dealers are proud to partner with the Iowa State men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones all season long. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and the Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy Dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts across the state of Iowa.
You've been listening to the Holganics Halftime Show. Join the Thrivability Revolution. Visit Holganics.com. Stay tuned for the second half coverage presented by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Brought to you by Pioneer. Proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts since 1926. Iowa Farm Bureau, supporting your food and the farm-strong families who grow it. Join our efforts at iowafarmbureau.org. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Choose Wellmark for coverage you can count on. Find your plan at wellmark.com. Now let's join John Walters for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield second half. Cyclone basketball is on the air.
And it's the second half that'll begin with St. John's up by 2, 45-43. And they'll have the basketball to start the second half.
And see if Iowa State can get off to a good start. Little foul trouble, 3 fouls on Blake Buchanan. And then a couple fouls on Lipsy, Torre, Heisey, and Plata.
And Jefferson got hurt in that first half. He's out there, though, trying to fight through it as he landed on his lower back, it appeared. Got up in the air, but St. John's with the basketball. And that 2-point lead as we open the second half. And slipping and going to the floor with it is Hopkins. Then he throws it off the foot edge of 4 and out of bounds. It'll belong to Iowa State.
Good defensive pressure. Caused Hopkins to lose his balance. And then good play by Buchanan, though, not just to concede it, get out and challenge the pass when he tried to get rid of it, knocked it off of Ejiofor.
Just the 4th turnover for St. John's. Here's Lipsy into the front court, finding Jefferson out high. Jefferson driving, and he's fouled.
That's going to be on Hopkins, I believe.
Was it him or Ejiofor? It is Hopkins.
Hopkins on ball, and Jefferson had just kind of turned the corner enough.
It's his second. Lipsy to throw it in for Iowa State. Got it into Jefferson, and he puts it in off the glass, and we're tied. Good inbounds play by the Cyclones. It's 45 apiece.
Now each team with a layup off a baseline out of bounds.
Darling driving, dragged the pivot foot, got rid of it to Sellers, and he stepped out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers for St. John's to start the second half.
Yeah. Actually 3 if you count the travel on Darling. I guess they don't call it doesn't count. But Iowa State stayed with it, still got the turnover.
And a chance to take the lead right here for the Cyclones with 19:15 to go in the second half. Lipsy brings it across, challenged by Darling, drive, step through move, bank shot, good! Taman Lipsy, a tough finish. He has a dozen, 47-45 ISU. Great finish by Taman Lipsy. Cyclones by 2. Now Ejiofor picks up his dribble, knocked away by Buchanan.
And a timeout.
And a timeout called by St. John's. Rick Pitino not happy with the start to this second half. It'll become a full. We'll take it with him. 18:57 to go. It's Iowa State up 47-45 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list, clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
This is the commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn, and we've been innovating ever since.
The one that started it all, the #1 seed to beat, the one for you.
In 2026, we celebrate a century of innovation. Plant the 100th season. Plant Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/100.
season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Cyclone fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is an official sponsor of Cyclone Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Well, your two great leaders, Jefferson and Lipsy, with each with a bucket here to start the second half. Rick Pitino with timeout as Iowa State takes the lead now, 47-45. Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half.
Yeah, Iowa State will face Creighton tomorrow. Creighton, 81-74 loser to Baylor. Impressed with Baylor.
Yes.
In that first game.
Good athletes. St. John's inbound. Sannon throws it into Darling. Left-handed point guard. Transferred in from Idaho State where he was the Big Sky Player of the Year. He's got the dribble out high against Torrey. Darling crosses over. Torrey stays in front of him. Shovels it out to Hopkins. Hopkins against Momcilovic. And a whistle underneath, a foul
It's got to be
on Iowa State.
Is it going to be the fourth on? Yes.
Away from the ball, Buchanan gets his fourth.
Well, he bumped him pretty good, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
But
that'll be play to enters.
It's one you just can't have.
Right. Darling inbounds. A jumper from the baseline by Sellers wouldn't go. Rebounded Torrey up high to get it. So Plata in there for Buchanan, who goes to the bench with 4 fouls.
What a big spot for the freshman from Germany.
Lipsy has the dribble out high for Iowa State. Crosses over and drives it. Lean in. Jumper. Good. Taman Lipsy with 14. And Iowa State leads it now 49-45. They open the second half on a 6-0 run. And now a drive by Darling. Denied at the rim by Jefferson and cleared by Torrey. Cyclones on the run. Torrey cross court to Jefferson. Joshua drives it, and a layup wouldn't go, and the rebound controlled by Ejiofor. Cyclones up by 4. Darling and Lipsy got bumped on a screen by Ejiofor, and Ejiofor gets the foul, his second.
Was that a high one, too?
Yeah, up around the face. I mean, a little shoulder check. More than a, it wasn't.
Nothing there but a
nothing
foul.
Flagrant at all.
Yeah.
But it is a 4-point lead in the ball for Iowa State with 17:57 to go. Taman Lipsy gets it to Torrey. He'll bring it across. Now Jefferson has it at the top of the circle, finding Plata. Plata hands off to Lipsy. Taman for 3, short. And the rebound, Plata. Dominicus driving. Up and under. Puts it off the glass too hard. And the rebound to St. John's. Good effort by the freshman. 49-45.
Absolutely great effort.
Ejiofor out high with it. Against Plata. Hands it off. Sellers on the dribble. Sellers putting it on the floor. Crossing over. Trying to lose Momcilovic. Couldn't do it. Bounce pass. Goes to the elbow and Ejiofor. Ejiofor waiting for Cutters. Down to 9 to shoot. Ejiofor spins in. Right hand jump hook. Rims in. Yep. Zuby Ejiofor with 10. And St. John's back within 2.
Yeah, good defensive effort there by Plata. I mean, just really better offense.
So now it's Iowa State a 2-point lead in the ball. Jefferson has it. Trying to use his left hand on the dribble. To the left of the paint. Gets into the paint. Jump hook right hand. Rimming. No. Plata kept the rebound alive, but it's controlled by Hopkins. And here he comes to the right corner. Sellers a 3 is good. And St. John's takes the lead. Oziah Sellers with a corner 3, and it's 50-49 St. John's. Now Lipsy bounces it to Plata out high. So the Red Storm regaining the lead. Plata hands to Torrey, both freshmen. Now Torrey on the dribble. Trying to drive it on Sannon. Torrey into traffic. Needs some help. Now puts up a tough shot and misses, and the rebound to Ejiofor.
This got caught in no man's land, and nobody bailed him out.
Darling pushes it ahead. Picks up his dribble right of the lane, shovels it out to Ejiofor. He'll get rid of it left side to Sellers. Sellers picks up the dribble, goes to Darling to the right side. A three by Hopkins. Back iron, no. Rebound, Momcilovic. Cyclones down one with the ball. 15:53 to go in this second half. Back and forth we go. Taman Lipsy collecting his breath. Out high against Darling. Got a screen from Momcilovic. Lipsy trying to drive it. Step through. Put it off the glass. No good. Plata kept the rebound alive. Lipsy saved it into Jefferson. Great play by Taman. Now Momcilovic, a deep three. Yes! Milan Momcilovic with 16, and the Cyclones lead at 52-50.
Dominicus Plata keeps that alive, knocks it, keeps the offensive rebound going, and great play by Taman Lipsy to save it. The extra pass then from Jefferson for the three.
And a deep three at that for Milan. And the Cyclones by 2. Now Ejiofor on a pass to Sellers. Layup blocked by Momcilovic, but he'll call for the foul. Milan gets the foul. It's his first. But we'll get a timeout here. 15:08 to go. It's 52-50. Iowa State leading on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
What you do today matters tomorrow. At Key Cooperative, everything we do is powered by purpose, supporting farmers, families, and communities. Work here means more than clocking in. It's about making a difference. From agronomy to accounting, every role helps move our communities forward. Find purpose in what you do each day. Apply now at keycoop.com/careers. Key Cooperative. Careers powered by purpose.
When controlling weeds is key to a successful soybean season, good enough isn't good enough. Only FMC overlapping residuals control weed pressure from pre-plant to canopy closure, resulting in higher ROI compared to the competition. To get to canopy closure with the FMC Overlapping Residuals program, visit your FMC retailer or lockin.ag.fmc.com. Always read and follow all label directions.
Your premier Chevy dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa State Cyclones basketball, and home to the #1 selling brand in Iowa for the past 10 years. A streak that continues with an award-winning lineup backed by dependable trucks like Silverado and SUVs like Equinox with all-day versatility. Find a dealer near you at moreiowans.drive.chevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility February 2014 to January 2025 new vehicle retail registrations in the state of Iowa.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 15:08 to go in regulation. It's 52-50. Iowa State leading St. John's here at Michelob Bolter Arena.
Already qualifying that in regulation.
You need to.
This could be one of those days.
Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows that quality coverage takes a great team, and with a Walmart individual and family health plan, you can choose from thousands of in-network providers. Score great coverage and find the right plan for you at walmart.com/covered.
Well, Iowa State has forced 3 St. John's turnovers here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. They had 3 the entire first half, so Cyclones have done a nice job defensively. You know, and they've missed a couple of good opportunities as well, but man, you can see the way they're grinding. And boy, big 3 from Milan to keep his hot day going. But it's an effort play. You know, when his offensive rebound, how many times do you make a three-pointer after an offensive rebound? What percentage do you shoot? Well, you can add about 10 or 15% to any shooter after an offensive rebound.
Sellers at the free throw line for St. John's, and he missed the first. Now block out here. Second try by Sellers is good. He made 1 of 2, has 11 points in the game.
Let's see if that pressure bothers Iowa State.
52-51. Heisey trying to get it in. Does to Lipsy. And Taman will get it up the floor himself. So 15 minutes remaining. 52-51, Iowa State. Lipsy to the left side with the dribble, hooks a pass to Momcilovic for 3. Good! Mila Momcilovic has got it stuck on automatic. 19, he's hit 5 of 6 from 3.
Yeah,
and the Cyclones lead 55-51.
Great screen and a real defensive lapse by St. John's.
5 of 6 from downtown for Momcilovic. And now Torre, a steal. And Killian on a run out, tried to dunk it. Drew a foul on Jackson. And Torre will go to the free throw line.
We've talked about the importance, of staying with it. Keep playing. Iowa State fell behind and was struggling. Man, they've come out the second half, recharged. But the other thing we talk about at this point in the season is learning about your team. Who's going to be able to stand up to the big moments, and you got freshmen that are playing key roles. Can they do it? And Killian Torre, he misses the free throw, but what a dogged defender he is. What a great play that was. We've seen Plata make some plays. So those freshmen are going to be so important to Iowa State going forward.
Second free throw by Torre. He made it. He made 1 of 2, has 6 points. And Iowa State leads it by 5, 56-51. Sellers into the front court for St. John's. Off to Sannon. Defended by Heisey. It's a good matchup. Now here's Ejiofor against Jefferson.
Iowa State going small with Jefferson at the 5.
Ejiofor on the dribble, spins into the paint, and a short jump hook with the right hand is good. Ejiofor crafty in there, knocked it down. He has a dozen.
Yeah, crafty and just one of those almost drag the pivot foot experience. He doesn't do it. Soft touch.
3-point Cyclone lead. Lipsy driving, kicks it out. Jefferson an open 3 right wing. Yes! Joshua Jefferson off the Lipsy assist. Buries a 3. Cyclones lights out from 3. And it's 59-53 Iowa State. And another timeout called by Rick Pitino. We'll keep it here. 13:49 to go. And Iowa State up 6.
Yeah, Cyclones really ringing the bell. 3 of 4 beyond the arc here in the second half. And they've been good looks.
And they were 6 of 11 in the first half.
Right.
So they've been shooting well all day. Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Iowa State has taken 12 shots here in the second half. St. John's has taken 6. And they had the opening possession. Iowa State getting a couple offensive rebounds and forcing some turnovers to just give yourself more opportunities.
And your money guys are making money plays. Momcilovic 2 threes, Jefferson a couple of buckets, including a 3. Lipsy, a couple of strong drives. We've talked about how much you depend on those veteran guys that return to carry you. And even though the freshmen are certainly chiming in with their contributions, it's those seniors.
And that's what the freshmen need to do right now.
Exactly. Play the
not too much
supporting actor role. 59-53 Iowa State. Sannon inbounds to Ejiofor. He's defended by Jefferson out high. Ejiofor on the dribble, bounces it right wing to Mitchell. He'll put it on the floor against Torre. Good movement of the feet by Torre to stay in front of him. Now Sannon against Torre. And a reach in by Torre, and underneath we had a foul on Iowa State on Jefferson.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yep, 2 on Joshua.
Third team foul. Oh boy, away from the ball.
Yeah, fighting for position.
Torre, great pressure. I thought he almost forced a turnover on Sannon. I thought Sannon kind of dribbled it off his leg.
It's not often this year we've seen Jefferson at the 5, but that's what we have right here. And Ejiofor has it against Jefferson. Jefferson trying to defend. Ejiofor drives and draws another foul, and let's hope that's not on Joshua. It's not.
It's on third foul on Torre.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're adding up for Iowa State.
Right now, Iowa State going small. I mean, let's face it. Ejiofor and Joshua Jefferson are twins. I mean, they both can pass. They both can handle the ball. They both like to play bully ball. And it's a really hard matchup for anybody on either team to cover the other one. But Iowa State going small, I think, gives you more ball handling and abilities to attack at the other end and even pressure if you can rebound.
Ejiofor made the first free throw. He'll shoot another. It's a 59-54 Iowa State lead. Bateman in for Torre, who picked up that foul. The second free throw also good by Ejiofor, so he has 14 to lead St. John's. And it's 59-55. We got a good one going here at Michelob Ultra Arena. 13:24 to go. Cyclones a 4-point lead in the ball. Lipsy to Momcilovic. She's been red hot. Ejiofor defending. Milan backs up on the dribble. Gets it to Jefferson. Down the lane goes Joshua. Muscles in. Got the shot to go. And draws a foul. What a finish by Jefferson.
You know, why does that happen? Well, you have a high post screen, and you have Milan Momcilovic out there, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him from getting that look. So when the ball gets to Jefferson, he's got a half step, quarter step on Ejiofor, takes it to the 10, finishes, and draws the third foul on Ejiofor.
And the free throw good by Jefferson. So he completes a three-point play, has 13 points, 8 of them here in the second half, and it's 62-55 Iowa State. Got to keep rolling.
Bateman in the game.
Sannon driving, kicks it out, left corner. Sellers, a three is good. Osiah Sellers buries a three. He has 14, and it's 62-58. That's a big shot for St. John's right there.
Okay, a little more pressure now.
Bateman gets it across. Waits for Lipsy to help out. Here's Taman off to Jefferson, right wing. Pass fake, back to Lipsy. Taman driving, off-balance shot, banked too hard. Rebound to Hopkins. And numbers for St. John's.
Looking for the foul call there.
Hopkins on a kick out to Sellers, same spot. Momcilovic covered up this time. Now pass down low, Ejiofor couldn't finish. And the rebound to Jefferson. And Ejiofor goes to the deck hard. And here comes Jefferson ahead to Momcilovic. Milan finds Jefferson. Joshua down the lane, shot denied by Mitchell and cleared by St. John's. Ejiofor the other way, off to Sannon. Ejiofor was slow to get up. Iowa State tried to attack. Now they're going to stop play for Ejiofor. Yeah. And they'll get Prey in for him. So he went down hard, hit his right elbow on the floor. And plate is going to enter for Iowa State for a very winded Joshua Jefferson. 12:08 to go. It is 62-58 Iowa State.
Boy, a lot of minutes in this game for Joshua. And there's 12 minutes left, and hope he's got at least 10 more left in him. He played 17 in the first half.
Great time to get him a rest right before the under 12 timeout. Here's Prey on the dribble, handing it off. Sellers behind that three-point line where he's hit a few. Under 12 minutes to play now. Here's a high-low entry from Mitchell to Hopkins, and he lost it out of bounds. It's going to belong to Iowa State.
And a really nice job there by Dominicus Plata coming over and help defense.
And there's that under 12 timeout. It comes with 11:53 to go. And Iowa State leading 62-58. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Both home and away, Cyclones are making a difference everywhere they go. Through innovation, commitment, and a can-do spirit, Iowa State is uplifting lives in our state and around the globe. When you support students, you're helping send their Cyclone knowledge and pride out into the world. Be part of something bigger. Together, we can help the people and programs of Iowa State University go farther. Join us at MoveWhatMatters.com.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we support farm families. We're a voice on local, state, and national issues. We're also committed to making rural Iowa a better place to live and keeping Iowa farm families on the farm.
Based in Nevada, Iowa, Mid-States Companies is your all-in-one partner. As a design-build general contractor with in-house engineering, manufacturing, and crane services, Mid-States has been delivering results from coast to coast for over 20 years. With a vertically integrated approach, Mid-States' team of experts provide industry-leading solutions serving grain, feed, ethanol, industrial, and commercial clients. Don't just build a project, get results with Mid-States. Visit MidStatesCompanies.com. Mid-States Companies, delivering results together.
Back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. We got a good one here at Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. 62-58, Iowa State ranked 15th in the nation, leading number 14, St. John's.
Iowa State has not turned it over in the second half, and they have forced 5 turnovers. I mean, that's about as big a story as anything. They've really tightened up their handle and really defensively done a little bit better job. Iowa State winning points off turnovers now, 10-9. Mid-American Energy delivers an all-star performance with a balanced energy mix of wind, solar, and other sources, keeping your power reliable every time you need it. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. And now you've got a full court pressure. It has been token for the most part, but getting it in has been hard. After it's in, they've dropped back. Last time, double.
Heisey inbounds to Taman Lipsy.
And they don't. They just, once it's in, they drop back.
Under 11:45 to go now in the second half. Iowa State a 4-point lead in the ball. Lipsy to Momcilovic. Drives it on Prey. Gets cut off. Has to bring the dribble back out. Now Milan fires a three. Around and out. And the rebound to Sellers. He's definitely hunting that shot, which is exactly what you want him to do.
You're hot.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Sannon out high against Bateman. Bounce pass goes to Hopkins. He'll get it to Prey between the circles. Dominicus Plata defending. And now Heisey tried to knock it free from Sellers. Did momentarily. Lipsy comes over to help. And it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to belong to St. John's with 11 to shoot.
Good job. Hard double team over there on Hopkins. And Heisey knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Heisey and Lipsy teaming up that time. Shot clock down to 11. St. John's to inbound. Hopkins to throw it in. Comes into Prey, way out left, defended by Plata. 8 on the shot clock. Prey on the dribble, hands it off. Almost a steal for Heisey. And now it is taken away by Plata, but a foul call. Dominicus Plata called for the foul.
That's team foul number 5.
And the third on Dom.
I mean, you like the aggressiveness. And there really wasn't a ton there, to be honest. But, man, the shot clock's down to 2. They got nowhere to go, just challenge. But you know what? Errors of commission, much easier to forgive than lack of effort.
Torrey and Jefferson back in for Iowa State. 11 minutes to go. Cyclones up 4. Darling has it out high. Momcilovic trying to fight through a screen to defend him. He does. Darling drives, shovels underneath. Mitchell got the layup. Good assist by Darling. Mitchell able to finish. And it's back to a 2-point game at 62-60. And here comes the pressure from St. John's. Torrey driving, gets bumped. Maintains the dribble, throws it out to Jefferson. Jefferson to the right wing, a pass to Momcilovic. He was being held by Darling.
Yeah, trying to post up. Good job by Milan, though, getting down on the block, getting his position. And he had the 6'5" Darling on him. He caught that ball. He was going to probably shoot the little fadeaway as Ejiofor comes back in for Prey.
Third foul for Darling.
Each team with 5 team fouls now with 10:34 to play in regulation.
Heisey to throw it in. Having some issues. Finally lobs it up high and is stolen by Ejiofor. And here comes St. John's on the run. Mitchell will dunk it with 2 hands. And we're tied at 62.
Say that baseline out of bounds defense for St. John's has been really good all year. And boy, really good today.
Now Torrey with the game tied. Has the dribble out high. Killian Torrey gets rid of it to Bateman, the 2 freshman guards. Bateman putting it on the floor. Back to Torrey. Good catch on the right wing. Now he'll launch a 3. No good. The rebound to Bateman. Back up and in. Jamarian Bateman just out-hustled everybody for that rebound and scored it. He has 5, and the Cyclones regain the lead. What a big putback by the freshman. And now a drive by Hopkins, and he draws contact. He'll go to the free throw line. Heisey fouls him. That'll be the 3rd on Nate, and it will send Hopkins to the free throw line.
Well, this is NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. And that's what
type
they got.
Yeah, atmosphere, activity, and just the quality of play. And competitive nature of these 2 teams.
Hopkins looking for his first points of the second half. Knocks down the first free throw.
St. John's 16 of 21 at the line.
Buchanan with those 4 fouls will return for Momcilovic. And Heisey comes out as well. So Lipsy returns after a short rest.
Lipsy, Torrey, and Bateman at the backcourt.
Second free throw also good by Hopkins, and we're tied again, 64 apiece. With 9:45 to go. Lipsy will handle the pressure. Tie game here in Las Vegas. Lipsy into the front court off a Jefferson screen, hooks it back to Joshua. He spins into the paint, poked away by Darling, and cleared by St. John's. Darling on the run, in on Lipsy, out of control, just flipped it up there and got a foul called on Taman. I mean, he was just running with him, and Darling out of control. Well, I don't know.
Oh man, I tell you what, that's a total bailout.
It was a bailout. Free throws coming for Darling to try to take the lead for St. John's. And Lipsy gets his third foul. And Darling missed the first. (64-64) remains our score. Darling to shoot one more. Darling's second try is also no good, but tipped in by Mitchell. 66-64, St. John's on the putback by Dylan Mitchell. And now it's a 2-point lead for the Red Storm with 9:18 to go. Lipsy has it out near half court. Gets it to Buchanan, who is being held. Buchanan putting it on the floor with his right hand, hands it off to Bateman. Bateman got a screen from Buchanan. Gets rid of it to Jefferson way out left. 8 on the shot clock. Jefferson directing traffic, down to 5 to shoot. Jefferson trying to muscle in, fadeaway 17-footer, no good. Rebound to St. John's. Good defensive work by the Red Storm that time.
Yeah, just not a great possession offensively, though.
And they're going to get Momcilovic back in there at the next break. And a foul on Torre out outside. That's his fourth. As he bumped Darling, who does a good job of throwing his head around to make it sell it a little bit, but
it's a 1-and-1. So I mean that's where we're at right now. 8 team fouls, and St. John's with 8:46 to play, getting close to the double bonus. And Iowa State does get Momcilovic and Heisey back in, and the two freshmen, Torre and Bateman, come out.
And Torre with 4 fouls now. He and Buchanan both.
And if you're going to miss, make sure you get the screen off here.
Yeah, it didn't happen last time. Darling's free throw is short, but then it crawls over the rim and goes in. So he missed 2 a moment ago, and he got the bounce that time. And St. John's is up by 3. Second free throw by Darling is also good. It's a 4-point St. John's lead. And now Iowa State down 4 with 8:46 to go.
And they've got to get the ball inbounded here.
Lipsy to throw it in.
And he can run the baseline.
Taman looking, does run that baseline, now throws it into Heisey, and it is taken away by Darling, but a foul called on Darling.
And that's the 6th foul, though not a shooting situation yet.
That's the 4th on Darling.
And they're going to...
And kind of a touchy foul there. You know, Iowa State had a couple called on them, and now Darling is going to come out with those 4 fouls.
Iowa State struggling inbounding the ball, especially, we have Taman entering it. You don't really have another true guard to get it.
Momcilovic inbounds to Lipsy. Let's see when Iowa State's on defense if they pick up the ball pressure. St. John's point guard Darling on the bench with 4 fouls. Here is Lipsy driving right side all the way into traffic, puts it up there, no good, and a foul, a blocking foul called on St. John's.
Well, that was
a late whistle.
Wow.
And Rick Pitino disgusted with the call. Yeah. And Lipsy will get 2 free throws.
Well, it's
Mitchell was right underneath the basket.
Yeah, he's a secondary defender inside the arc.
And that's his
And there was some contact.
And Lipsy to the free throw line. First one good.
About the same amount of contact there was on Darling's drive against Lipsy. So
68-65 as Lipsy made the first. Now he knocks down the second. 68-66. 16 for Taman Lipsy. Cyclones within 2. 8:30 to go. Here's Mitchell. Now again, they don't have a natural point guard out there. They get rid of it to Hopkins. He tries to drive and is tied up by Jefferson, but a foul called.
Wow.
And that's going to be the third on Joshua. And it will send Hopkins to the free throw line.
Oh, he reaches in and sure gets a lot of ball, but
2 shots coming for Hopkins.
Yeah. I think you can hope in those situations you get the same call at the other end. It was
8:20 remaining, 2-point lead for St. John's. Hopkins shooting free throws, and he knocks down the first. And he has 3 points in the second half, all at the line, 13 in the game now.
Yeah, 6 of 6. Make that 7 of 7 at the line.
And his second try is also good. So he's at 8 of 8 at the line, has 14, and it's 70-66. St. John's.
Yeah, he was 16 of 26 coming in.
Lipsy brings it up for Iowa State with the Cyclones down 4. Taman to the right wing with it. Trying to drive it on Mitchell. Lipsy finds Momcilovic between the circles, off to Jefferson. Now to Lipsy, he'll fire a 3-point jumper. It's short. Heisey tips the rebound out to Momcilovic. Good job by Nate. Now Momcilovic to the right baseline. Fade away, jump shot. Yes! 21 for Milan, and it's 70-68.
How about Nate Heisey keeping that ball alive, though?
Second chance points again. 7:40 to go. Cyclones within 2. Prey behind the 3-point line, defended by Buchanan. Prey cross-court kick out, almost stolen. A drive. Hopkins up and under, tough shot. No, he missed it. Rebound tipped out. It will belong to St. John's. Timeout on the floor. 7:28 to go. These teams could use this timeout. 7:28 left. It's 70-68. St. John's leading. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
As the weather grows colder, lawn mowing season is coming to an end. Before you put your John Deere and other equipment away for winter, sign it up for a winter service special at Van Wall Equipment. Our expertly trained technicians will get your equipment tuned up, sharpened, and ready for another season. For a limited time, we're including free pickup and delivery to make it easy and convenient for you to keep your equipment running at its best. Visit vanwall.com for more information and to sign up today.
Offer ends 12/1/2025. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Cyclone game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country. Back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 7:28 to go in regulation. It's 70-68. St. John's leading Iowa State. The Cyclones have 3 timeouts remaining. St. John's has 1. Iowa State has committed 9 team fouls now, so it's going to be double bonus the rest of the way for St. John's.
Yeah, 7 fouls on St. John's this half, so Cyclones in the bonus, just not the double bonus.
Bryce Hopkins, Sellers, and Ejiofor with 14 points each for St. John's. Iowa State's been led by Milan Momcilovic with 21. Lipsy has 16 and Jefferson 13.
You look at the points off turnovers, 13-10. How many of those 13 came on turnovers on Iowa State trying to or making a bad inbounds pass because of pressure? I mean, it's not like they're just unforced. I mean, great. St. John's with that length, 6'5", usually the shortest guy on the court.
Red Storm will inbound with a 2-point lead and 7:28 remaining. Mitchell to throw it in. Got it to Sannon for a baseline jump shot. He missed it. Tipped by Ejiofor is good. Zuby Ejiofor with 16 at 72-68. St. John's. Pressure now. Lipsy in the backcourt. He'll bring it up against Mitchell. Cyclones down 4 with 7:10 to go. Lipsy picks up his dribble out high, needs some help. Finally bounced it to Jefferson. Cyclones a little slow moving right now. Jefferson puts it on the floor, drives, and a right hand scoop, no, but he drew the foul. He had Sannon in a mismatch and took it right at him.
A lot of times you think, well, the big guy has a smaller guy quicker on him. He's not going to be able to beat him off the bounce, but that's not Joshua Jefferson. He's able to take Sannon right to the bucket.
So 2 free throws coming for Jefferson with the Cyclones down 4. And he knocks down the first. Jefferson with 14 points on the day. 1 more free throw. Knocked it down. Joshua made a both. He has 15, and the Cyclones are back within 2 at 72-70 with 6:56 to go.
A stop and a rebound. Got to finish it.
Ejiofor has it out high against Buchanan. Bounce pass, backdoor, cutting Sannon. Couldn't finish. Rebound bounces out to Sellers, though. 12 to shoot. It didn't hit the rim. Ejiofor kicks it out. Sannon, a 3, right wing, no. And a battle for the rebound. Ejiofor has it. Ejiofor throws it away as he tried to go underneath to Hopkins, and it slipped out of his hands, and Iowa State gets it on the turnover.
Yeah, but a couple offensive rebounds or opportunities there for St. John's.
But now take advantage. After that turnover, Momcilovic to throw it in. Tough pressure. Got it into Lipsy, and he's got Dylan Mitchell all over him. Lipsy behind the back, got bumped, and it's out of bounds to Iowa State. Last touch by Hopkins, but Lipsy playing with disaster there in the backcourt against that double team.
Iowa State has to remember they have 3 timeouts. They're going to take one right now.
Yeah, and you need to use it in the moment if you're in trouble.
Exactly on that inbounds play. Exactly what I was thinking.
6:26 remaining. It's 72-70 St. John's. TJ Otzelberger gets the timeout here.
Heavyweight battle.
I think they'll get Torrey back in there.
100 years ago, 1 seed changed everything. Pioneer is proud to be the one you count on when every bushel counts. Plant the 100th season of Pioneer.
I'm not sure who does the pairings in these events, but man, last year Iowa State got Auburn to open that tournament at Maui, and now they get St. John's here to open this event. Wow.
Yeah.
Up for it both times, but you're playing really, really good teams.
Well, once again, it's all about finding out who you are.
Yeah.
Or certainly giving you another clue to what you are and maybe what you can become.
Momcilovic will try to throw it in. He does to Lipsy as St. John's backs off here. 6:25 to go.
So St. John's going with the taller but very athletic Dylan Mitchell on Taman Lipsy.
Here's Jefferson collecting the ball way out left. He works against Hopkins. Jefferson crossing over, trying to drive it. Double team comes. Jefferson kicks it out to Lipsy. Extra pass to Heisey for a 3. And a miss. Tipped in by Buchanan. And we're tied at 72.
Really good ball movement, though, as Jefferson got that diagonal pass.
Now under 6 minutes to go. Tie game. Sellers off to the left wing. Hopkins to the corner. Sannon a 3. Missing. And the rebound out of bounds to St. John's. Boy, it is so hard to keep Ejiofor and Hopkins off the offensive glass.
Well, throw in Dylan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
72-72. Might be a good place for a review. And TJ Otzelberger looking at his bench, should we do it? He's going to review it, I think. He wants to get a better look. I think he's wanting to look and say, let's review it. Yes. I think that might have been touched by St. John's.
Yeah,
TJ wanted to have assurance from the bench.
Yeah. It's a
Rick Pitino says, how long does he get to, and he's got a point, but he got a review earlier that worked in his favor.
And I'll be honest, I didn't see the replay, so
I did, and I thought it went off St. John's. Now, indisputable evidence. Obviously, this is a big deal because you lose a timeout if you lose the challenge. This is the first time that Iowa State has used a challenge this season.
And if you use the challenge and it's successful,
you don't lose the timeout.
You get another challenge.
Right.
So Pitino still has one.
Right.
Now, you only get one redo. If you get the next one right, it's still your last one.
72, 5:48 to go. Boy, a big tip in by Blake Buchanan to tie this game.
But really good ball movement to get a good look for Nate Heisey. And, it had the defense really stretched out and scrambling. That's how you create offensive rebounding lanes. As our 3 officials watching a rerun of Leave It to Beaver.
What I like here is that all three of them are watching the monitor at the same time.
Nobody's out on the court
in restoring order. Yeah,
like,
all three guys can watch TV at the same time. And let's see what they rule.
Oh, they're talking. They've seen it.
Yeah.
Weren't they talking about it while they were watching?
Apparently.
They have to step away.
Yeah. Is it a majority rules type of thing?
I don't know if it has to be unanimous for an overturn or not.
Yes.
But this is obviously a fine hair.
Nothing yet. It is St. John's basketball.
No.
Oh, it is Iowa State's ball. I'm sorry. They did overturn it. It is Iowa State's ball.
So Iowa State keeps the timeout. They have two.
Yeah.
And they still have a challenge.
I got to remember which team's going which way. All right.
They have the possession arrow.
Well, that was big.
Now can you get the ball in bounds?
Yeah.
Because it's a spot throw in with Bryce Hopkins on the ball.
5:48 remaining second half. We're tied at 72. Momcilovic to throw it in. Got it to Lipsy. Taman pushing it ahead against Mitchell. Can Iowa State regain the lead right here? Lipsy on the dribble out high. Finds Momcilovic. Milan back to Lipsy. He'll get a screen from Jefferson. Tried to drive it left. Back out to Milan. Shot fake. Now Momcilovic with 10 to shoot. Finds Lipsy, left side. Lipsy putting it on the floor. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Up and under. Throws up a tough shot. No good. Rebound battle. Tipped out and controlled by Heisey. Off to Lipsy for a three. Right side. No good. Rebound battle out of bounds to Iowa State.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rick Pitino challenges.
I don't think he's going to challenge that one. I think that's the right call.
Well, I think so too, but I just didn't know if
he only has one timeout remaining.
Right.
And I think that has to bear some weight.
Cyclones get a couple cracks at it. And now 5:14 to go. The Lindbound with 20 on the shot clock. And Lipsy to throw it in. Boy, a lot of contact underneath. Lipsy has to use a timeout as Jefferson was battling
the same
Mitchell.
As Heisey's just getting raked and held. They had the same call against Iowa State earlier. I think that's one. I know they don't want to make too many game-deciding calls here, but
as you said earlier, it's a good use of the timeout. Don't turn it over. Give them a live ball turnover,
or a turnover. Period. You're down to crunch time here now. Each team with just the one timeout.
5:14 remaining. We're tied at 72, and there will be the media timeout at under 4.
Yeah.
But this has been a good one here at Michelob Ultra Arena. We were
not unlike we thought coming in.
And it was a little higher scoring pace in the first half. 45-43 was our score at the break. St. John's in front.
Yeah, it's...
Lipsy will try to throw it in. On the baseline. Here we go. Lipsy finds Heisey underneath. Nate puts up a tough shot. Got it! And drew a foul. Nate Heisey made a great catch, finished, and drew the foul.
And the foul on Darling.
And that'll be his 5th. He fouls out of the game. And Heisey will try for a three-point play.
Oh, a tough inbounds pass. Great catch and strength by Nate Heisey. Boy, that's...
What a big sequence. When you think about the review, then you get 3 shots at it down on this end. You use a timeout in the middle of it all. But a great out-of-bounds play. Lipsy finding Heisey. And an N1 opportunity for Nate.
Iowa State has turned it over a couple times on those inbounds. They've also gotten 2 point blankers here in the second half. One from Jefferson and that one from Heisey. And this, a 3-point play opportunity.
74-72 Iowa State. Heisey shooting 1. And the free throw is good. Cyclones by 3.
That was the 5th assist of the game for Taman Lipsy.
Cyclones by 3 with 5:08 to go. Sellers to Ejiofor out high. Waits for Cutters. Ejiofor picks up the dribble, hands it off to Sellers. Now to the right side, Ejiofor, 13 to shoot it. Spin move, jump hook right in. No! And the rebound to Jefferson, outlet to Heisey. And Iowa State will walk it up the floor now with a 3-point lead. 4:45 to go. Lipsy has it out high for the Cyclones, directing traffic. Doesn't use the Buchanan screen. Lipsy finds Momcilovic. Milan putting it on the floor. Fires a 3. It's in and out. Rebound. Heisey was big held. And Ejiofor was holding Buchanan in the meantime.
It's going to be
and
Ejiofor.
They called it on Ejiofor. We could have called it on either guy. So Heisey was being mugged too.
Well, and double bonus for Blake Buchanan.
Well, they're sending Heisey to the free throw line.
I would too, but he's not the right one.
Nobody's noticed, except for us. Wait a minute. Now Randy would call.
Oh, they're making a sub.
Okay.
At least I thought it was. I might be wrong.
Heisey was being fouled too. I
but
don't
not
know
by Ejiofor.
Right. And that's what threw me off. It's the fourth on Ejiofor. I thought he fouled Buchanan. In the meantime, Heisey was being held like crazy. Now they're trying to get it figured out.
Yeah.
And they will put Buchanan at the line.
Yeah. Well, Blake 1 of 2 today. He's 4 of 12 on the season.
4:33 remaining. Cyclones up 3.
He's due to make a couple here.
And he will get to.
The fourth foul on Ejiofor, though, too.
2 shots for Buchanan. And the first one is good. Blake Buchanan got a big tip in a minute ago. Now he knocks down a big free throw. 76-72 Iowa State. 4:33 to go. Buchanan to shoot one more. He got it! 77-72. Blake Buchanan made them both. Cyclones by 5, 4:30 to go. Sellers on the dribble way out left. Now their point guard is fouled out. Mitchell finds Hopkins, spins along the right baseline, gets fouled, put the shot up, no good, but he drew the foul.
Who's it on? Jefferson.
It is Jefferson's fourth.
So Jefferson with 4, Buchanan with 4, Torrey with 4, Ejiofor with 4, and
Darling's
already gone.
And at the free throw line is Hopkins, where he has been terrific today.
Yeah, and not this season, but today, and today's all that matters.
First try is good. 15 for Hopkins, most of them at the free throw line, where he's 9 of 9. It's 77-73.
They're going to get Prey in for Ejiofor. 4:21 to play, so we'll have the under 4 media timeout.
Boy, block out here. You got Mitchell and Prey down there.
Yeah.
And the lead at 4, and Hopkins shooting one more free throw. His second try is good. He made them both. Yeah. He's 10 of 10 at the line. And it is 77-74. Now Jefferson inbounds to Lipsy. Taman pushes it, being chased. Gets rid of it to Heisey, off to Momcilovic. Milan, a 3-ball right wing, missing, but the rebound to Buchanan. Buchanan in the crowd, needs to get rid of it. Does so to Jefferson. Big offensive rebound for Blake Buchanan. Now Lipsy gets it to Momcilovic. Milan wants it, spins. Momcilovic, low right, offensive foul on Milan. That'll be his second, as Sellers took the charge. We'll get the timeout here. 3:58 remaining. It is 77-74 Iowa State. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Despite the unshakable Iowa-Corn-Cyhawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on. Getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cyhawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
Propane is the official fuel of Iowa State tailgating, providing your family a safe and reliable heat source. Propane is also the renewable choice for your backyard barbecues, mowers, home heating, livestock heat, crop drying, and more. To learn more about propane's safety and versatility, visit iapropane.org or contact your local propane provider for all your propane needs. This message provided by the Iowa Propane Education and Research Council.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's about being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa State Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 3:58 to go in regulation. Iowa State 77, St. John's 74, and the Red Storm will have the ball. But Iowa State has out-rebounded St. John's 34-32, and the Cyclones have 16 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's a great number. They've given up 13, but Iowa State leads second chance points, which, I thought that's something that would favor St. John's. On the other hand,
well, it was 12-6 St. John's in the first half.
Yeah. Well, Iowa State has forced 6 turnovers here in the second half. Can they force a couple more?
Sellers forced to the point guard with Darling fouled out. Sellers has the dribble way out left. Gets rid of it to Mitchell between the circles. Mitchell waiting for cutters. Heisey defending. Here's a pass to Sellers. Sellers trying to lose Momcilovic. Down to 10 to shoot it. Off to the right wing. Jackson drives all the way in. Wild shot. No. Rebound edge 4. Knocked away and out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Yeah. St. John's will inbound. 5 to shoot it. 3:33 on the game clock.
Yeah, good job competing there, though, by Jefferson.
Inbounding is Sellers with 5 on the shot clock. Got it in the corner to Jackson. Jackson into the paint. Didn't know the shot clock existed. Gets rid of it. Hopkins a 3. Missed it. And it didn't hit the rim. I think that they lost track of the shot clock. Rick Pitino's upset with him.
Yeah, Jackson, the guy who is supposed to be their point guard now, he or Sellers. But you have to be aware there's 5 seconds on the shot clock when you inbound.
3:26 remaining. Cyclones a 3-point lead in the ball. They get it into Lipsy in the backcourt. He'll be escorted by Mitchell into the front court. Iowa State a 3-point advantage. Lipsy to the right side. Jackson has him on a switch. Taman backing his way in. Jack had a tough shot. Bank no good. Buchanan rebounds and scores! Second time Blake Buchanan's done that down the stretch. 79-74 Iowa State. What a huge bucket for Blake Buchanan. And now a near steal for Buchanan. And this is Mitchell with it. Off to the right wing, Jackson to the corner, Sellers. Hesitation 3, and he got it. Oh, my goodness. Can't believe he hit that after he hesitated the way he did. It's 79-77. Big shot.
Boy,
Sellers.
Huge shot for the Red Storm there.
2:40 to go, and Iowa State a 2-point lead in the ball. Boy, Buchanan just a huge putback a moment ago. Lipsy tried to drive, bumped by Mitchell. Lipsy maintains the dribble, shovels it out to Jefferson. 12 to shoot. Jefferson gets bumped. And bumped again. Now Jefferson trying to create with 6 to shoot. Spins. Up and under. Turnaround jumper on the way. Short. And no foul call.
Yeah.
And the rebound to St. John's. 2:14 to go. And here comes Mitchell the other way. To the right corner. Sellers. 3 more. Good. Oziah Sellers hit another 3. His 4th of the second half. And St. John's leads at 80-79. Oh. And Jefferson got hit. Or we got a player down for Iowa State. It's Lipsy. I didn't see what happened to Taman Lipsy.
I did not either.
80-79 after the Sellers 3. Back-to-back threes by Oziah Sellers. And a 1-point lead for St. John's with 2:06 left. And I have no idea what happened to Taman Lipsy after that play. But man, 2 huge threes
after or
by
during.
Sellers.
Yeah. Oh, the senior?
They're going to go look at the monitor. And boy, that Cyclone team was upset about something. I don't know what. I didn't see it.
Well, they haven't gone to the monitor.
Well, I thought they were going to. No, maybe
they're over
not.
just conversing.
Okay. I thought maybe they'd go look to see if something flagrant happened. Boy, they're still tending to Taman Lipsy with Vic Miller and TJ Otzelberger.
Yeah.
And they're going to help him up now.
Well, he's got both arms, both legs. His head's still attached. I think he's staying in.
He's kind of limping, though. He's kind of holding that groin, which he injured a year ago. And he's coming off this court very slowly here.
No, Killian Torre.
Oh, man.
What a spot to be thrust into.
Oh, man. And Lipsy, you just hate to see it. And 2 huge threes from Sellers to put St. John's in front, 80-79. And now Momcilovic inbound against pressure with Lipsy out of there. And he got it into Torre, who races ahead. Being bumped the whole way. He bounces it to Buchanan, low right. Back out to Momcilovic. Milan driving and a right-hand runner, good! And Iowa State leads it. 81-80. What a shot by Momcilovic.
How about Torre attacking?
Yes, a minute 48 to go. Iowa State by 1. Sellers out high. Momcilovic with 23 in the game. Here's Ejiofor putting it on the floor. Buchanan trying to stay in front of him. Shot missed. And the rebound to Jefferson. 1:33 to go. Cyclones a 1-point lead in the ball. Jefferson will get it across. Some tired bodies out there for both teams. Jefferson maintaining the dribble out near half court. We're down to 1:20 remaining in the game. Cyclones up 1. Jefferson on the dribble. Attracts a double team. Jefferson driving, spinning into the paint. Now a left-hand jump hook. Misses. Buchanan kept the rebound alive, but Sellers has it. 1:05 to go. St. John's down 1. Sellers the hot hand. He dribbles it up. Sellers to the left side. 2-point jumper is no good, and the rebound to Torre. Sellers finally missed one, and the freshman rebounded for Iowa State. And now a 25-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Torre into the front court. Cyclones up 1. Torre on the dribble against Jackson out high. Down to 14 to shoot. Got to get the offense moving here. TJ Otzelberger will take the timeout.
It's final.
37 seconds remaining in regulation. 81-80 Iowa State.
Almost as important, though, just 12 on the shot clock and no Taman Lipsy.
And no timeouts left. Yeah. If you do get in trouble trying to inbound it. Oh, man, what a game we've had here today. And we sure hope Taman Lipsy is all right.
He has gone to the locker room. Well, I mean, here you are. A great day by Milan Momcilovic.
23 points.
23 points. I mean, he's been great, not just three-pointers, but the ball's got to be in the hands, if you can do it, of Joshua Jefferson with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And let him try to create something or finish. Joshua, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And then get your backside to the offensive glass, as Iowa State has done. Buchanan, a couple of big second chance buckets here. We had Bateman with a big second chance bucket.
Lipsy does return to the Iowa State bench now, but he's not going to come back in. It's 81-80 in favor of Iowa State. And we have a 37 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock as we break the huddle. What a game here today. See if the Cyclones can close the deal against 14th rated St. John's.
It'll be Heisey inbounding. They have Bryce Hopkins covering Jefferson.
Here we go. He'll inbound along the hash mark on the sideline. Heisey to throw it in. Got it into Jefferson. And now with 10 on the shot clock, Jefferson tries to go to work. Tries to drive it into contact. Finds Buchanan. It's off his leg and out of bounds. It belongs to St. John's. Boy, a lot of contact on the drive, but nothing called. And now St. John's, with the shot clock turned off, trails by 1.
Yeah, but
inbounds to Sellers. Here we go. Sellers has the dribble out high. St. John's does have a timeout left. They get it to Ejiofor out high against Buchanan. 18 seconds. Mitchell out to collect it. Left wing pass to Sellers. Sellers driving. Double clutch shot. Hits the bottom of the rim. No good. Jefferson rebounds and he's fouled. Joshua Jefferson clears the defensive glass with 9 seconds to go.
What a challenge on that shot, though. Blake Buchanan, I think, with help defense, got over, challenged, made it a very difficult shot, and a rebound.
And 2 shots, because it's the double bonus. 2 shots for Jefferson with the Cyclones up 1.
So regardless of what happens here, there's another possession that's going to matter.
Yeah. Jefferson shooting 2 with the Cyclones up 1. First one on the way. Yes, sir, right there.
And Iowa State without a timeout here, but they have to understand whether if he makes this, if they're in foul or defend.
Let's start with making it.
Yeah.
82-80. Jefferson shooting one more with 9 seconds remaining. Joshua's second free throw. Yes! Cyclones by 3. 9 seconds. They get it into Sellers. Here we go. 7 seconds. Sellers up the right side. Gets rid of it to Ejiofor. He'll fire a 3-way out left short. And the rebound put in by Mitchell, but time expires. And Iowa State wins it. 83-82. The Cyclones hang on to beat St. John's. And TJ Otzelberger has his 100th win as the coach of the Cyclones, and he does it in dramatic fashion.
Wow, what a game. What a strong finish. It's coming right down to the end, and Iowa State got the stop. You know, you talk about you want to win big games, you got to get big stops. Iowa State got the stop, and then Jefferson with 2 free throws, and they follow that up, with another. Did not give them a look from a good 3-point shooter at all. Iowa State electing not to foul, but Ejiofor almost an air ball.
Wow.
A challenge 3 well beyond the arc.
I was surprised Sellers gave it up the way he'd been shooting it. I didn't think he'd even give the ball up. But
I was okay with it.
Iowa State wins a thriller over St. John's. Well, they already took the final off. What was it? 83-80, I think.
83-82 because
that last basket did count.
It did count by Dylan Mitchell.
Yes, 83-82 the final. Iowa State knocks off number 14 St. John's, and that means they will not be playing on Thursday. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no matter what for Iowa State. They win at 83-82.
Who's going to have gas tomorrow?
Oh, boy, can Tame and Lipsy go? Huge questions to be answered. Back with the wrap-up show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
On the Cyclone Sports Network, this is the wrap-up show. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
At Raceline, it's not just about energy production. Our innovative capabilities generate renewable fuels for a balanced and beneficial future. By combining our team of curious, competent experts with cutting-edge technology, our renewable energy development supports economic growth and increases profit opportunities for livestock and crop producers. Raceline's renewable energy solutions are focused on improving the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the health of our soils. You can learn more at raceline.com/renewables. Propane is the official fuel of Iowa State tailgating, providing your family a safe and reliable heat source. Propane is also the renewable choice for your backyard barbecues, mowers, home heating, livestock heat, crop drying, and more. To learn more about propane's safety and versatility, visit iapropane.org or contact your local propane provider for all your propane needs. This message provided by the Iowa Propane Education and Research Council.
When you live in the Midwest, you're accustomed to leading the nation in certain things, from corn and pork production to eggs and soybeans. And now we're adding another product to that list: clean, renewable wind energy. By investing in wind turbines and partnering with area farmers and landowners, MidAmerican Energy is harvesting wind power that's homegrown right in our very own backyard, which not only provides customers with low, stable energy rates, but also the support to make our Midwest communities safer and stronger.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
This is the commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
100 years ago, one seed changed everything. In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn, the one that started it all, the one that still turns heads, and the one that grows the future. This year, we celebrate a century of innovation. One big milestone made possible by one moment, one farmer, 100 seasons. See how it all began at pioneer.com/100.
Cyclone fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you